and I was like, well, I don't want to interrupt this.
Except yeah. Hey, True Believer Singlet Team here. And it's time to rank some covers. We're going to be talking about some John Byrne action comics. We did a Superman artist kind of retrospective, me and Eric, and John Byrne is definitely at the top of the list. Please go on ahead and check that out as after you watch this. It's a lot of fun. But that being said, hello to everybody in the chat. All right, we've got Maranya and Joe Ethereal, One Slick, Brian's in the house, Michael as well. Cool. And on the panel, of course, we've got Professor Pixel.
Hello.
And Zach is making a rare appearance here, sir.
That's right. I figure I had to. A momentous day like today calls for momentous guest appearances.
It's a weird week. He was reading with us live on Monday.
It was, yes, I did. I did actually do a reading on the Geeky Puppet Show. That's really rare. I barely show up for
you're
those
just
anymore.
making appearances everywhere.
He had to make sure.
I am, yeah.
What it was, he had to make sure that Pixel was going to be there.
Mm-hmm.
That's your girlfriend is letting you out to play.
Because he's like, I'm going to be here on Wednesday night with him on cover ranking. And that's enough for a year.
I didn't know I was going to. Honestly, didn't know you were going to have a cover ranking. I'm just, yeah.
And then we have Eric Back Issue Breen. How are you doing, sir?
He has a lot of back issues.
Monday, Zach reads with us. Tuesday, Bats shows up.
I know, right?
Comics Division pops up in one of the chat groups.
I know, right?
Dogs and cats living together.
Anything else happened this week?
Nah, it's a matter of fact, yeah.
Is that still alive?
No, there was nothing that happened this week at all. And of course, we have the real Dr. Venkman, except no substitutes.
If you do, I'll hunt you down. I'll find you.
And that's what needs
I
to be
have special
done.
skills.
All right. There you go, guys. Let's get this party started. There are 12 covers tonight to talk about. And let's start off with one of the coolest action comic covers of all time. Pixel, you start us off with issue number 584.
Oh, man, it's on an angle.
Oh, I like that. That's neat.
Steel is out for blood, and only this man can stop him. Why am I standing in the corner?
I feel like, is this your first time ever seeing this cover?
Yeah, it is actually. Superman in the.
It's a really good cover.
It's a really cool cover.
I guess I'm not shocked. You don't realize.
Let's go. What's 9 again? Awesome.
9 is awesome.
Let's go. Awesome. 9.
9 is German for no.
9. No, that's Jack's. That's Zach's 9.
It's mine. Stop appropriating my culture.
At least he's embraced it, kids. All right, Zach, where do you go on this one?
Oh, man, I love it. First of all, Superman, great. The Donna Troy, that Wonder Girl outfit gives us the ranking. That's my favorite. The Beast Boy outfit, I could take or leave. It's okay. I agree with Pixel. This is a 9. This is great. Love it.
Alrighty. And Eric?
I'm going to be interested to see if Pixel's even here long enough to come up with a 10 if this isn't one. I mean, you've got ripped appendages. Yeah. Donna looking awfully good. Changeling.
Beast Boy.
No, he's
Beast
Changeling.
Boy forever.
Because he did. You know why? Because he didn't. He doesn't look like a green version of Hank McCoy like DC does with him now.
Yep.
Where he looks like a dork chop. Now this is a 10.
Alrighty. How about you, RDV?
I gotta say, I don't mind him looking like a dark chop when he's in Teen Titans Go, because like that's the version they're going with. Maybe that's for comedy. Seriousness, I prefer Changeling. You know, I don't need a Kelsey Grammer Beast Boy. That'd be weird.
The world always could use more Kelsey Grammer.
Unless he's Niles' version instead of Frazier.
That's not Kelsey Grammer though. That's the other guy.
As I'm saying, that'd be exception. 10. How can you not go 10 with this? You got an evil Superman, but wait, is it really? Or is it Pixel controlling him? They swap eyes.
I think any cover, especially if it's drawn by John Byrne, that has Superman ripping off Cyborg's arm and beating Wonder Girl to death with it, that's got to be a 10.
Wait, Pixel. All right. You said that was you. Why are you in the corner there? So I'm just playing off your words. But if you look real closely, the hairstyle and the glasses fit.
Really
Yeah, but I'm
is
not
so
controlling him. He's the only one who can stop.
I mean,
him.
the only difference is that he's got legs and you don't.
Do you know why he's the only one that can stop him, Pixel?
No.
That's Superman.
Oh,
All
okay.
right.
See, I haven't read this. I don't know.
It's,
Alrighty,
it's
so
worth
Jay
reading.
says 10. Jay says 10. So does Michael Taylor. Alrighty. And we have a no one liked the jumpsuit, says Joe. A lot of people like the jumpsuit.
Yeah.
What?
No one liked that Troika shit that came
Maybe
after
the
it.
girls didn't like it.
Yeah,
Jackson
the
says-
is weird. Yeah.
Yeah, Jackson says 9. Brian says 8. So does Joe and Ethereal. And One Slick says 9. So it's 2 9s and 3 8s. 1, 2, and 1, 2, 3.
I kind of liked it when they
Alright.
simpled it down. The star thing was okay, but this is the iconic Wonder Girl.
Now we also have Michael saying, since it's Superman, it's super awesome. It super sure is, says Jay. It's a story. Beast Thing, the Maranya saying, Action 584. Wow, cover that would not fly these days. Well rendered, just enough background to set the scene. This scores an action
Yeah, you're
10.
right.
Ladies
2024,
and
it'd be
gentlemen.
Superman and be the chokehold, and it'd be a
Right.
laughing Donna. Oh wait, no, it'd be Wonder Woman because Donna doesn't exist anymore.
Once again, if you have a last
That
minute
exists. What are you
vote,
talking
by
about?
all means, drop it and we will change whatever it might change. Here we have 3 8s and 4 9s taking down those 6 10s. And this ends up being a 9. Alrighty. Not a bad way to start off. And once again, I get my covers from the Comic Vine / GameStop site. So if you want to check them out before we get to them and all that, get a better idea, go.
Also,
of
real
what's
quickly,
going on.
for those who like Batman, have you seen this coming out? Batman animated series, the Batwing, a Target exclusive.
All right.
Now you have a reason to go to Target.
Whoops,
Was
not
it in the tuck section?
The tuck section. No, it's in the grown adults section.
I'm shipping everything out tomorrow, Austin. That would be from this last auction and all the ones and the ones before. So yeah.
We don't like shipping things
All right.
here, man. So I mean, if your books ship together, that's a weird fan fiction.
Listen,
All righty. And next up is Zach. So Zach, you get issue number 585.
Oh, okay. We've got Superman and the Phantom Stranger in a graveyard. It's interesting. Something with Superman's right hand. Actually, both hands. I don't know. One looks larger than it should be, and the other one's just a weird angle. The setting's good. I like the setting. I don't think we see enough Phantom Stranger. I like the cape. I like how that's blowing. I'll give this I'll give it a 7. Yeah, I'll give it a 7. I feel good with the 7.
All righty. Okay, we got 7 from Zach. Eric, what do you say?
7 and 1, 2,
All right.
3.
Okay. All
Three
right.
what?
And a 10 from
10.
Eric.
Oh.
RDV, what do you say?
When I first saw this, I said, like, wow, it's a lot of dog food. No.
That's
Yeah, it's supposed to be in a cemetery, so there's all the headstones. The only thing I would give it a 10, but like I would love it if they would actually put the names like Byrne and Giordano on the headstones.
That would have been cool.
Yeah, but also Phantom Stranger is like I thought he had a different color. I didn't think he had a blue trench coat.
yeah. I think it's a bit blue.
It is weird though. You look at it; it's like McFarlane drew the cape.
You're used to seeing it so heavily shaded. You think it's all black.
Yeah. That's it. That would be it.
Poor Zach. It's 9 though.
A 9 already. And what about you, Pixel?
I'm going to have to agree with Zachary here. It's a 7. It's good, but look, that ground is just not. It's not conveying what it wants to convey. VENKMAN said dog food. I was just thinking that pebbles were everywhere.
It's dirty. It is because the ground's actually being ripped up around them.
Yeah, but there are better ways.
Yeah.
So I'm going to
ways.
go 7. It's a good cover, but it's not great.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
What would be a better way to
Exactly.
depict dirt being ripped from the ground? How would you improve this? Oh, superior to John Byrne.
I know, right?
I'm not saying I'm superior. I never said I could do it better. I said it can be done
all right,
better.
How can
Miss-
you artistically
okay.
judge and say it's
In
not
that
good
case, Mr. Binks, how would you improve on it?
Listen, I didn't say I knew how to improve. I'm not an artist. I'm a doodler. Okay, the ground wasn't even the big issue for me. For me, it was Superman's arms and hands. That was
Yeah,
my
What's wrong
big
with it?
deal.
You said one looked different. It's just a
Yeah.
fist.
The fist looks bigger than the other hand. He almost looks like Popeye. Like he's like inflated one fist to look bigger than the other hand. I don't know what it is. I'm sorry.
Yeah, all I
I'm
know is if you
being
doodle
loud,
too
my
much,
bad.
you're going to
Sorry,
go
Jay.
blind.
I feel like
All right.
too much.
I'm
Right,
going to
yeah.
give it.
Yes, I think he did. Oh,
See, that day, Clark was just eating his spinach.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
no, no.
yeah.
Okay,
Zach,
giving this an 8, and we're moving on. Jay's saying
Hold on.
10.
Zach,
All
now
right.
I figured out why you don't show up anymore because you are afraid of hands. You see Pixel's fingers and it freaks you out.
And let's see. Michael Taylor says 7. So does Joe. So does Brian. So we've got 3 7s.
I will stream with Pixel 1,000,000 times before I read
Windsor
a
says
Hedgehog
10,
fan.
and One Sleek says 7. A bit muddled. Would have been better if they actually showed the dead rising. So we got a 10 and a 7.
Like, who are you? I've never seen you before.
Austin says 7, and Jackson says 9. Ethereal says 7. So we got a 7, a 9, and a 7. This is going to end up being a 7, ladies and gentlemen. 10 from Dark Admiral. And then we have Maranya saying 585, Superman Phantom Stranger digging up graves. The details alone push this high score. This is an unqualified Pennsylvania 10. Okay.
Unqualified Pennsylvania 10? What's a qualified?
Let's see. Loud Zach is loud. I think Jack
Sorry.
Kirby would make the ground explosion idea clearer. Loud noises, say Jay. Yeah, you guys are just.
Sorry.
And Jack
Good
says,
day.
quiet, Jay. It's too loud.
It's over nothing too. So, all righty, let's get the stop. And if
It's
you
over
have
your
any
voice.
last minute bid, go right on ahead. Okay.
Are you wearing a Mummy 3 Tomb of the Dragon Emperor t-shirt?
Yes, I am.
It was on
That's
sale.
the worst one.
It doesn't
It's
matter.
still good though. It is
He's
still
really good at
All right,
Goodwill, okay?
guys. All right, so
Girls,
we
girls,
have,
girls.
Where?
you guys want to just do a hangout?
No,
Is that
we're
what we're
good.
No, we're fine. We're fine. Sorry.
All right.
I'll be better.
Because I'm good either way. Okay, so we've got 6 7s going after the 5 10s. One of those 9s, and then it's a 9 versus 8, and this is ended up being an 8. All righty,
I
I'm in.
can't hear what Jay is saying.
All righty. And this ends up in the 8 column. And I mean, I don't mind commentary, but you guys are just boom. It's like that's whatever you're talking about right now is the only thing you want to talk about. So do you want to drop the cover ranking and just do a live stream?
No, I'm here for John Byrne.
We're just
I'm
All right.
here for
You just
John
said
Byrne.
you're
there
fine
you
with
go.
both, so why are you complaining?
RDV, go right on ahead.
And complain, sure. All right.
RDV?
Yeah,
is-
I'm waiting for the photos to pop up.
Oh, it hasn't yet?
Oh, it hasn't popped up for you? I can see it.
Weird. Yeah, I see it too.
Oh, I thought John Cena was on the cover. Hold on, let me go on my phone. Cause all right, let's see here.
All right, here we go.
All right, there you go. That is this little spot here. That is a 10. I don't even have to see the whole. I can see it like about an inch tall, and
Really?
it's a 10
That's what she said.
for you. I'm sorry.
Uh-huh. All
You
right.
should probably get a
keep
second
trying.
opinion.
Keep trying. All righty, Eric,
That's
what
what
do
she
you
said.
think?
Keep trying.
Excuse me. This is not a forum for your foolishness. There will be no frivolity tolerated. I apologize for my colleague's behavior, sir. This
Thank
is a
you.
10.
Thank you. Oh, goodness. Oy vey. All
You
right.
might as well just
Anyway,
beg us
Pixel.
to do this all night.
I know, right? This one's already off the rails. Pixel, what do you think?
I love the way that the light is just beating off of the logo.
Wait a minute.
Oh my gosh,
Crazy.
crazy!
What is this, a Betty and Me cover?
I know, right? This is a family show. Many families have been
It
made.
was.
I know, right? What
Now it's
the
a family
heck?
affair.
What did I say?
Okay, Archie Andrews, come on, just tell us what you think about the cover.
Trying.
Hey, the thumbnail showed up finally.
How many guys have you had to beat off to get this review?
It's a good cover. I like it. Okay. I
Alrighty.
think that the light beaming off of his logo is fine. It's very nice. I like. I
Kirby
like
Crackle?
Darkseid in the background holding up his fist. I think that this is a 10. Do you like the answer?
You should have probably said beaming off the first time.
Wait,
Yeah,
now-
it's- No, you did not. You added a T instead of an M.
now that I can see the actual photo popped up, that's Angleton shaking his fist there because he's upset.
Damn straight.
Zach's
Alright.
over there. Zach's over there trying to measure the two fists to make sure they're the exact same size.
Same size,
He's
yeah.
not upset. He's annoyed.
He's wondering what hand to use. All right, Zach, what you got for us?
Oh gosh, I'm crying. Oh man, this is my first 10 of the night. I like the fighting between Orion and Superman, Darkseid in the corner. Venkman said the key thing here is the Kirby crackle.
Yeah.
I dig the Kirby crackle. This is a 10.
All righty, and let's
I
go
don't think
to
I've even
Jay.
seen this one before.
All right, let's go to the chat. Jay says 10, Glinda says 9, and then we also have Michael, Dark Admiral, and Michael again. Just one, sir. So we've got 3 10s and a 9, and Joe says 8. So it's an 8, 9, 3 10s. 8, 9, 1, 2, and 3. And then we've got, let's see, Jackson saying 7 and Brian saying 8. Already, 8 and 7. And next up, Action 586, Kirby Crackle Homage. This is a great cover idea that was too heavily inked. Even with flaws, it still earns a 10, says Maranya. Get him, Professor Breen. We're acting like children. Not that type of action, Pixel. Remember your to M's are one letter, T's are the other. Beaming and beating.
I didn't say beating. I said beaming.
You said beating, man.
You said beating, dude. All righty. One Slick says Superman looks like he did a face plant in a mud puddle, and he gives it an 8. And then we have, let's see, I think it may be the outcome of the election that has everyone giddy a little bit.
No, it's the alcohol.
That and the fact that we're all drunk.
This
Quinn
is
says
not
8.
vodka. This is water, I swear.
Maranya says we're forgetting there's a woman in the audience listening. So, oh, my stars and garters.
You're right. There's also one on the panel. I'm sorry, E.
There you go. No, these aren't actually breasts; they're pecs that went south. All righty. So what we have here is 1 7 4 8 and 1 9 trying to take on 9 10s and failing. We have our first 10 of the night, ladies and gentlemen. All righty. Yay! Once again, if you want to follow along, check out the covers. I got them from Comics. What's it called? Comic Vine and GameStop thing, and there you go. Just type in Action Comics Comic Vine; it'll send you right to the old version.
I don't know, Michael. Did you get counted? Did he say your name?
Yeah, I said it twice.
Yeah, he said it twice. He scored it before the line, and he scored it after,
Yeah.
I guess.
Hello to Per Social Audience. How you doing today? Did I put in the stop? I'll get the stop and the start right here. Okay, stop, and then we got a go for what are we on now? We're on 5.8. This is 586, so we're on 587, and that was to RDV. So Eric, right?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay.
Yes.
585, 584, 585, 586. Yeah, you're good. You're good. Oh, I didn't put up the new cover. Never mind.
No.
There you go, Eric.
All right. I don't know why the background isn't colored.
His Zach's here.
That's good enough for me.
All right, that was actually
working-
clever. I'm
I'm working
impressed.
on my JD Vance stare into the camera disapprovingly stare.
Well, you should be working on your damn. After 2 years of nonstop race jokes, they can still get a funny one.
I'm waiting for him to go full. What's it called? PewDiePie. He just dresses up in the uniform. He's like,
Yeah,
right.
it is a good cover, and it's unique. I'm going to go 9 because I guess because I don't know why it's not color. I'm sure there's a reason for it, but I'm going to say 9.
All righty. We got a 9 from Eric. And how about you, Pixel?
See, I'm going to be the opposite of Zach here. I think if the background was actually a black city outline with a
Black
white
City
highlight.
outline.
Yes, I think that would be better. I don't know why the city is all white either, other than Zach's wishes. So I'm also going to go 9.
Clearly, this is my utopia. Yeah, the white in the background, I don't know. It's actually not the first thing I notice. I notice Etrigan doing strange things to Superman. That's actually the thing that draws my interest, is the fight and the struggle going on between the two of them. I guess the colorless background just makes the characters pop more, which I like. I'm gonna give it an 8. I'll say it's an 8. It's very good.
And wait, what was your score, Pix?
It's 9.
9. And RDB?
Yeah, there wasn't a colorist in this one for some reason. I don't know why. Not that Zach, but no. When it comes to this cover, though, Zach pointed out something really important. They wanted the characters to pop, so you can see what devious things he's doing to Superman from behind while he's strangling him, and he's calling him daddy.
I say it almost looks like Superman's smiling.
I like this. I like this because I love when you have the black and white covers in the background, because it kind of like whenever we talk about the demon, I think of like different dimensions. So maybe they're in a different dimension fighting. You know,
could be. Could be.
It's called the City of Lost Souls. So who knows if they're being caught in some kind of purgatory area. You know.
Good point.
No, I think this one's pretty good. Of course, the two central characters standing out up against a black and white background, but I'm gonna have to go 8 on this one. I think it's very good, but I don't think it reaches awesomeness.
My score is a 10.
Okay.
When there's that much white, it's a white and black background.
Okay. All right, going to the chat. We have let's see, John Bird's number 9. Okay. Jay says 8. Glenzer says 9. Ethereal says 8. So we've got 2 8s and a 9. And then we have an oh, I see. Number 1 was a 9. Okay. So I wonder what do you do? Because I read that as 19, and number 2 was an 8. Alrighty. And then we have let's see, what do we have here? An 8 from Jackson, a 9 from Brian, and an 8 from One Slick, saying the uninked background makes it look empty. And Dark Admiral gives it a 9. So we have a 1, 2 8s, 2 9s. Alrighty. 1, 2, and 1 and 2. 1 and 2, and up and down, and 1. Hello to Parasocial, saying 7. And Eric and Boyd gives it a 9. Alrighty. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then we have a 7. Let's see. Super 9 says Michael Taylor. All right. Then we have, let's see, redlining. Steele says 10. I'm a gold. I'm a gird. John Burns a goat. Glad to make every cover he does 10. And if you say so otherwise, you are just a salty libtard. Oh, he just says, I added the libtard. I thought libtard would be funny right there. Alrighty. Joe says 8. And let's scroll down a bit and see Hoy, Eric and Boyd. This is a 9. I just love it, says Austin. Alrighty. We are moving along here. And let's see, any more? Remember to donate to help to pay for Englantine's upcoming surgery. Yes, that would be very kind of you. Thank you. Ready. All right, let's get that down. And what we got here is, let's see, 1 8 trying to take down 2 10s, so it's going to need a little help. It gets 7, 1 7, and then 7 8s to take down the last 10, and then 6 of the 8 9s. And once again, we have a 9.
Maranya says you skipped her.
Maranya says I skipped her.
No,
I don't remember reading.
Superman versus
Hey there, NBC.
She has Action 587, Superman versus the Demon. A well-rendered white background sets off the main figures, which is the intent of a good cover that sells the book. Score a Demon 10.
All righty. Thank you. And let me mark that, and I'll go over it again. So we have 1 7, taking out one of the 3 10s. And then we've got 7 8s. And let's see, that's 1 2. Taken, and then it's 5. We have 3 9s left. All right, so this is in fact a 9. Zonks,
Yeah,
already.
Angleton's he's finally gonna have that approved surgery. He's gonna get that new, younger, healthy brain that doesn't forget things.
Oh no, I'm having my boobs flattened.
You sure it's flattened? I thought it was the opposite.
I gave that Action Comics choking out Wonder Girl a 9. I think it was Wonder Girl. Yes, it was.
It was.
Alrighty. So it's my turn, and we're going for issue number 589. All right. There are a couple of covers here that are infamous tonight. So I'm wondering how those will do. Let's see. I got 589, and that is... Oh, okay. What's her name? Nisa?
Aricia.
Yeah, okay. Aricia. That's the one. Okay. We've got the Japanese tentacles wrapping around her. You know, it's really nice until you find out that she's actually only like 14.
No, she is not 14. On her planet, she is older. She just looks 16.
Yeah, they had the retro. They had to retro that.
How long have you been 16?
Look, I think this is, I mean, it's John Byrne, like Jack Kirby, can really lay out a page. That being said, this one is okay. I'm gonna give this one an 8. What do you think, Pixel?
Superman's just trying to keep her away from the tentacle monsters, you know.
That's what he does.
This is a fine cover. It's done really well. Let's go 8. It's really not all that interesting though, even with those lanterns.
Okie dokie.
Or the tentacles.
Alrighty, and who's next? That would be Pixel, right?
No, I just.
I mean, not Pixel. The other.
I told you that
the
Blade's
other-
gonna be handy.
Pixel, the other one.
Guys, I am beat.
Are we the-
All right, I am so freaking tired right now. I am not thinking straight. Zach, your turn. The other.
We
Pixel.
got Green Lantern.
Okay.
I'm like halfway between RDV and Pixel. I have the beard of RDV, but the youthful wonder of Pixel.
It's like the age we're just going crazy end.
Hey, Pixel, can I borrow one of your fingers?
Here, take 2.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
This is a 9. I like this a lot. I like all the Green Lanterns, the outer space, the sci-fi tentacles and everything. I also like the way Superman's face is portrayed, the struggle in his face. I really like that. So I'm going to give this a 9.
All righty, we got a 9 from Other Pixel, and
I'm Other Pixel now. Your and friend, Other Pixel.
how about you, RDB?
Superman's like, no, Rule 34, no. I want to know, is this a clickbait cover, or is there actually a tentacle monster in this book? Because I can't remember. It's been a while.
He wants the tentacles.
No. Because I that's one thing I hate about when you get a cover and then it's not inside. It's just a random cover.
keep
Yeah,
fudging
yeah.
up your letters. You keep fudging up your letters. Don't put an N. It's an S. What do you score this, RDB?
What?
Never mind.
Well, we do that to you all the time because you don't make sense.
I got it.
Pixel
I got
just
it.
got it. All right. What do you score this, RDB?
Well, all right. I score this a 10, and I hope that nobody on that cover gets scored on by the tentacles. That's a whole lot of scoring you don't want.
Now replace the
You
N
had
with
to
an
make
S.
it weird.
All right.
And what? No.
What?
Okay,
Stop
Eric,
making it weird.
what do you think?
Okay. I'm not sure what it says about this channel, but this is the second Aricia getting attacked by tentacles that we've seen in 4 days.
Something's a little off there. I
Yeah.
What's it?
Number 2, let's give Zach his props. Tentacle, that was good.
Thank you.
And just for that, I'm raising mine to a 10 tickle or a 10sicle if I'm being exactly what he was saying.
Right.
Even though I got it also.
Alrighty, Steel gives this a 10. Jay gives it a 9, and Undead Quinn's making a ball joke. All right. Let's see. Nice 9s. Thank you. It's 9.5. Erica Boyd says nice 9. Glenzer says 9. Mike says 10, and Winslick says 9. So there's 3 9s and a 10. 1, 2, and 3, and there we go. First, Lolly and DC Comics says Steel. 9 from Brian Stam. Okie dokies. And we have, I give it an 8, says Austin. Let's see, Undead Quinn 9, a Jackson 8, and a Dark Admiral 8. So 2 8s and a 9. And let's keep it going. How many pixels are on the panel? All of them. Maranya says, Action 589, Superman is still the focus even with all the tentacles. And Green Lantern's like the star of the book should be well rendered and colored. Score a tentacle 10. Joe says 8. Alrighty. And let's see where we're going here. That is that. Let me get the stop. And if anybody has another vote, by all means, add it to the list. If it changes anything, we will change whatever.
If you had a vote, it will be skipped.
Like a lot of people, yes. Okay, so we have 6 8s taking out 5 10s and one of the 7 9s. So this is a 9, ladies and gentlemen.
A 9.
9. There we go.
Right there.
Alrighty, and that was my turn. So we're going back around to Pixel, and Pixel, you get 590.
I'm sorry. Chemo is back.
Or Chemo. It could be Chemo.
It could be.
I've always read it as chemo.
It's chemo.
I read it with
Chemo
you.
trademark is back. You see that?
There's a trademark.
Forget it, gang. Even combined, we'll never be able to stop him. This is fun. It's an 8. It's very good. It's done very well. I just have, again, when we talked about it just the other day, I have no connection to these metal men.
Okie doke. Alrighty. How about you, Zach? Other Pixel?
I don't know a lot about the metal men, but I love the aesthetic of them all. I like how platinum is the female one, and then there's gold and I think copper is the red one, maybe. I think lead is the big black one there with like the heavy fist that he's gonna go fight. I love the appearance of the metal men and everything. Superman being a giant green radioactive monster, the trademark on the chemo, that's hysterical. I gotta give this a 10. I don't know, just the different colors and everything. My eyes bounce all over the cover in a good way. I gotta give this a 10.
Alrighty. How about you, RDV?
Mercury, that's it. Mercury. Thank you, Steel.
How is gold not the female one? What the?
Because gold was the guy, and he was like the perfect.
Yeah,
perfect
but women are
guy
gold
one.
diggers.
Yeah, but platinum is more valuable than
Yeah.
gold.
So I'll go 9 because it looks kind of cool. But like I said, I've never been a fan of the metal men.
Alrighty.
The one who literally looks like an orange Jack Frost down the bottom right corner.
Yeah, and I'm realizing they're all connecting now to become a body, and
Yep.
They're
That
doing the
disturbs me.
Voltron, yeah.
That's disturbing me on a
Or
minute.
Power Rangers for those 90 kids.
Voltron was 70s actually.
80s.
80s? Was that 80s? I thought it was late 70s.
No, what they stole it from? It was in the 70s.
Ah, okay.
Go Lion. Yeah. Platinum is in Platinum Blonde. Well, nice. What's up, Sidekicks?
Chemo trademark is back.
What do you say, Eric?
What did you give us, Vank?
I thought I gave it a 9. I can't remember. That's how much I've gone past this cover. I'm waiting for the next one already.
I know why Zach gave this a 10 because for the next second, gold is a floating head.
It is. He's not wrong. It is a floating head.
And I think I'm going to go 9 as well.
Alrighty. And we got a 9 from RDV and a 9
Like
from
for me, the
Eric.
Metal Men,
And-
like I like them in the World's Finest book that Mark Waid was writing. Like they fit with there when they had the Amazo robots.
Uh-huh.
They weren't even a large part of the story. They were-
Exactly. That's how much I care about them. Like a small part. Like,
Alrighty,
but I
very
understand
good.
though. A lot of people like Angleton really loves the Metal Men.
Yeah,
No,
I think they're pretty damn cool.
To me, they're like a side character.
Well, no, that one's on that side, and then that
Yeah.
one's on that side, then that one's on that side.
But what's on the one on the other side that you can't see?
The backside?
Yeah,
Of water?
They
Wada.
the eighth wonder of the world.
Okay.
Where's titanium? There's more metals. Like I want the evil Metal Men. Where's that one?
Could be out there. We just don't know.
Alrighty. Let's go to the chat. And Jay says 7. Glinzer says 9. Alrighty. And we have, let's see, 7 for American Boyd. 590 gets a 6. Says Undead Quinn. Alrighty. 7 from Dark Admiral. And we have, let's see, 6 feels lifeless, says Ethereal. Alrighty. And let's see, the Man of Steel and Metal Man. Steel Tradition says 10, and Jackson and Joe both say 8. 1, 2, and a 10. Okay. One Slick says 9. Austin says this is a 7. Pretty decent composition. Really cool effect. So we got a 9 and a 7. And let's keep this thing going. Action Comics 585 gets a 7 from me. Sorry, I popped in late, says Eric. No problem. And that was 585 gets a 7. 584.
Mercury's
shit.
red
585. 586.
Steel traditional art.
588. What one are we on here?
I don't know. 560.
I must have skipped one, or I started it weird. Okay, so there we go, and we are on once again one slick. 9 and a 7. 9 and a 7. All right, cool. 9
Maranya.
and a 7. Let's see. Maranya says, "Wow, even mimics Superman. The star of the book is recognizable. Great coloring and rendering. Cover does its job, and it sells the book. Score a metal 10."
Yeah,
Already.
we're on round 7.
Brian says, we're on round 7.
Are we on 7?
No.
So look,
This is 6.
1.
the way you have an overlays though, they're going by that.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, this is 7. Did I skip one?
I don't think you did.
Yep.
Oh,
No, I skipped one.
Oh,
That is 580, 588. I went over 588 to 589. Okay, that's
he
what's
saw
going on.
saw the tentacles and he said, "I'm going."
I said, gotta go there. Yeah. Okay, we'll get back to things. Alrighty. So it's 587, but 588 was 589. Okay, and 590 is 590. So Okay. Let me catch back up to where I am here. Sorry about the mess up, guys.
Finish Maranyas.
Did I just smoke something? It looks like a bad trip. Give it a 7. Oh, okay. Wow, even mimicked Superman star of the book is recognizable. Great coloring, rendering, cover does its job, sells the book, score a medal 10. Alrighty, then we have Brian Stam 7. Okay, and then we have, let's see, Michael says 8. Son of Crom says 5.
First it was skipping comments, then it's skipping covers, and it's skipping days.
I know, right? Metalman underrated comic character. Let's see. Eric Boyd says 586 gets a 7 from him already. There we go. And then we have, let's see, I think Voltron was mid-80s. Gold is more valuable than platinum. Platinum is just more rare. Its price is lower because of the spot price. Okay. Ethereal says 6. Okay.
Planet 628 just said 10.
Alrighty. And then we have, wow, now he's skipping covers. I know, right? Don't.
With that, I must bid adieu. I must say farewell.
I'm shocked.
All because I skipped a cover?
No, because I have to go put people to sleep. So, bye-bye.
Oh, have fun.
Thank you.
Well, that's right.
Have
It is
fun.
Wednesday night. I forgot all about that.
It is.
right.
Alrighty. You have a good time. Planet says 10. And what we got going on right here is 1-5 trying to take out those 5 10s, needs help from the 6s, can't deal with it, so it takes one of the 5 7s, and the other 4 take out 4 of the 5 9s. There's 1 left, and those 5 8s demolish it. So this is an 8, ladies and gentlemen. Alrighty, cool. Let me get these up. And remember, I'm pulling the covers off of the Comic Vine site. So if you want to follow along so you can see them on that site, there you go. We're going to back it up to 588.
Like Lizzo. Beep, beep.
Yeah. Who would have gotten that one? Is it Eric's turn, or did Eric, did you just do the last one, or what's the
No,
deal?
Pixel did.
I would still be a couple away from leading off.
Okay, so it's Zach's turn. You're going to get 588.
Sweet. It's the Hawk twins. Not twins, but y'all know what I mean. No, this is cool. I like this. I like the T posing. They're in outer space. I'm gonna give this a 10. I like Hawkman, Hawk Girl, or Hawk Woman,
All right.
whichever one this is.
Let me get the go for 588. Alrighty, Jackson said I only got 2 hours sleep last night, so Pixel wouldn't have much trouble. I'm the same way. I'm kind of out of it right now because
Like a lot of people are feeling it right now.
We stayed up doing 2 live streams until 5 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah,
Jackson, I've seen Madman with a box. You could put a 1 in front of that too, and it still wouldn't matter.
Alrighty, RDV, what do you say?
Friends, huh?
So you guys got less sleep than I did for a change. I got about 8 hours sleep. This is a 10.
I think when I wound down enough to actually fall asleep, it was 7, and then we woke up at 10 in the morning. So.
The epic climax, Superman and Hawkman, Action Comics.
Alrighty, and Eric, what do you say about this one?
Hey, Venkman, real quick. Did you see that Jack Hager actually left AEW because of wrong vote?
Really?
Basically, Tony kicked him out, and another promotion just fired him for the same thing.
Really?
Yeah, I'm so glad we're all coming together.
I figured he just left because
10, by the way.
I figured he just left because he was on something else.
Yeah, but apparently Tony is obviously a far left guy.
Yeah.
And you better have his politics or be a superstar.
Okay, so I'm looking at a great hero shot. I like the fact that they have the people with the wings flying too close to the sun, but it still works. It's a great composition. I'm giving it a 10. Okay, let's go to the chat. Jay is giving it a 10. So is Undead Quinn and Steel Art, and Michael Taylor saying very cool cover, my favorite so far. So we got 4 more 10s. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 7 from Planet 628 and a 10 from Eric and Boyd. A strong 9, says Sonicrom. And Joe says 8. So we've got 7, 8, 9, and 10.
You know, I'm looking at Hawkgirl's legs. there's no way she's gliding unless
Yeah.
her wings flap.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Yep.
That's what they do. They flap.
Yep.
Well, in the Golden Age, they didn't. They were just wings they put on. They didn't flap. Right? They just
Dark Admiral gives this a Hawktois 10. Jackson says 6. Ethereal says Jackson says 7. Ethereal says 6. Weird faces. And One Slick says 10. So we've got 2 10s, a 6, and a 7. 6, 7, and 2 10s. And let's see. E skips. I jumped the gun, says Brian again. Alrighty. Then he says big time 10. Action 588. Superman still front and center, even with the guest Hawk stars. Excellent rendering, just enough background to set off the figures. Score a Super Hawk 10. Alrighty, so we got Brian and Maranya here. Let's see. I love it. The Angel, the characters. It's a Super Duper 10, says Summoner. And then we've got a 9 from Patrick Sargent. And we've got, let's see, this is the 9, the setting, John Byrne art, and the fact that he's with Hawkman and Hawkgirl makes up for the fact that it's not relevant to the story. Alrighty. And there we go. We got the 9. And let's get this down as we have 1 6, 2 7s, 1 8, and 3 9s trying to take down 14 10s. And they fail. Absolutely. Bum, bum, bum. Okay, guys, we're going to take a little break here, by the way, after the 7th cover. We've got 5 left for the night. And let's do a poll. Okay, I actually have 2 titles down here. Eric, do you have a title? Or Zach?
Sure.
You hardly ever show up. What should we do?
Good question. I kind of what have I been thinking? Maybe like what about some All-Star Squadron? Actually, yeah. What about All-Star Squadron? The one of the first books you got me hooked on.
Oh, okay.
Like a drug dealer with comics.
Now this is an actual Roy Thomas creation, not just a Roy Thomas creation.
So we have to actually give Roy Thomas credit and mean it. Jackson, don't worry, I'll save that for April.
All righty, Michael Taylor. Guess what? Well, I told you that I had 2 titles already written down. Sea Devils was one of them. Eric or RDV, is there a title you guys want to see?
You know what? I'm backing up Ethereal Dragon, Sonic the Hedgehog.
Really?
Sonic the Hedgehog.
Archie.
All right. How about you, Eric? Anything?
Yeah, Metal Men, because I know Venkman would really like that.
Ooh.
Eric, you know how I said there were 2 titles I have already written down?
Neither were Metal Men. No.
I kid you not. It was Metal Men and Sea Devils. All righty.
Nice.
Here you go, guys. Make sure you put your vote in for what you want to see next. And there you go.
Hold on, let me sign on to my 12 accounts.
Gee, election fraud.
Can't let that middleman win.
I probably shouldn't say that. You might get flagged just because I said it, not in relation to Trump.
I know, right? All right, we got 8, we got 9, 10, 11, and 12 to go. Which
actually, they might actually not flag you if you said that Trump cheated.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah.
They may highlight you. They may take you off the shadow banner.
You know what's more of an insult though? Leave All-Star Squadron on there, and people are like, "Let's see Metal Men instead."
Hey, it's a wild world.
I know,
Y'all
right?
are missing out though, because All-Star Squadron has some fire covers.
You know what else does? Sea Devils and Metal Men.
I won't deny it. I'm sure they do, but I've seen. Maybe I'm just biased because I like All-Star Squadron.
I've seen Fire and I've seen Rain.
There are some great covers for All-Star Squadron.
Yeah,
I kind of agree with Roy Kirk though. Sonic the Hedgehog seems like a really weird. I'm thinking about like the newer ones though. So.
Okay. And let us get back to it. And I do believe, are on 591. Zach led off last time. Here you go, RDV.
I don't know who that is. That's not Connor Kent. The first Superboy, Connor Kent. Oh, hey, look,
Wow,
Crypto's on there though.
He's still living his revisionist history.
I mean, at this point, does it even count anymore? Because it's been retcon to retcon or retcon. Is like it. Sorry, when they do New 52, it means your crap doesn't exist anymore. So, honestly, I'm kind of liking the guy in the back there. He's like, "Are you freaking kidding me? Like, fight me! What are you doing over there?" Like, there's a farmer over there with his gun too. The heck? I never really, because I've seen this cover before though. I said like I like the little details with the Legion down there.
I think that's Pa Kent.
I think it is too. That's what I thought.
Tarnation!
I think it's so go Rev Newers.
I saw a tornado, son. Yeah, I'm gonna go 10 because I just liked it. Is that Darkseid down there? He's just like
No, that's Block from Legion of Superheroes.
It looks like Darkseid. That's what I like about it. It's like he's like, you freaking kidding me? They're fighting, and I'm here. I'm the diva. Come on, you fight me. You know?
I don't know if I have any Block issues, but the auction this week is going to have some Legion of Superhero titles from the.
I've never been blocked before, so I don't have any issues.
Yeah. I've been blocked by damn near anyone and everyone who's written or drawn a comic book in the last 10 years.
See you, Brian.
How's it going, Brian? Be safe. All righty. What do you think, Garrett?
I love this cover. Got the Legion down there going. Who is that retcon character fighting Superman? This is a 10.
Also, has John Byrne ever seen a real life dog before? Because what the hell is that down there?
I do kind of have to agree with him on that. That is a really weird looking profile for Crypto.
Well, he's got Man-Bat's ears.
He looks like, yeah, exactly. It looks like he's got like huge Great Dane ears or something.
Well, he's Ren from Ren and Stimpy.
I hated Ren and Stimpy. I like some parts. I like some parts of this. I like the perspective of the buildings and the road and the cars. I'll give it a 7. It's good.
There's no happy joy in his life. You know what he needs though? He needs a log. Everyone loves a log.
7? You idiot.
Yeah, I'm agreeing with everybody else in the world. This is a 10.
hands. It's the hands. The hands are off.
All righty. Steel Tradition says 10. I don't know. Archie Sonic was shockingly popular back in the day, says Joe. Steel says 10. So does Glinzer, Eric and Boyd, and Planet 628. Ethereal says 9. Michael says 10. And Jackson says 8. And Dark Admiral says 10. So there is an 8, a 9, and 6 10s. 8, 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. All righty. And let's see. Joe says 9. Austin says 5. Pose is a bit weak, not dynamic enough. All righty. And we thought Zach had a bad take. All righty. So Brian says 10. And we have Maranya with Action 591, Real Superboy Clark Kent versus Superman. Great background setting off the front and center fight. Crypto score super 10, says Maranya. And we have the feds are always trying to find Pa Kent still. That is true. Yes. Summoner gives it a 10. Let's see. The storyline ended in Legion with one of the greatest covers ever. I agree. It's a really good cover. Okay. Summoner had a 10. Undead Quince had a 10 and 8 from one slick. So 2 10s and an 8. All righty. And buildings are drawn well, says Michael Taylor. Let me get the stop. Zoinks and away. Aha.
Zoinks and away.
Thrust, pin, parry, stop. All right. So let's get this down. And we've got 1 5, 1 7, 2 8s, 2 9s going up against 14 10s again. This one, ladies and gentlemen, lands in the 10 spot, and I don't think it's going to be the last one to do so. All righty, here we go, and let's get to the next one, and I do believe it is Eric's turn. Eric, You get 592.
This, I don't know. It's goofy, but it doesn't measure up to the ones we've already seen. So I'm gonna say 7 on this one.
Alrighty, and it doesn't measure up to the one that's coming up next.
Oh, God. That doesn't bode well.
Alrighty, Zach, what do you say?
Man, I gotta give the. Oh boy, this has got to be a 5.
Really?
And that's generous. That's a generous 5. Yeah, it had me going until I saw, that's one of these things is not like the others. There's Barda, there's Superman, and then there's the creepy goblin dude.
Dan Slott.
Dan Slott in the background.
Well, his name literally is Sleaze.
Yeah. No, give me the Superman and Barda make a porno video any day.
That is this.
That's next
one. Wait. You want the Axel Brown version or you want the comic book version?
The comic book one.
Okay, what do I? Okay, so RDV, what do you score?
Honestly, you could put any dialogue in there, and it basically seems like he's being canceled because Superman's a jerk to women. I'm going 10 though, because I like the detail in the background.
All right,
you look past Dan Slott, you can actually the detail on the background, the green and the black. So,
okay, I like this cover enough to give it an 8. Barda, I think, looks really good. Superman looks really good. You do have, as you said, Dan Slott in the background. It doesn't bother me as much as others. And let's see what others are saying. Glinzer says 8. Undead Quinn says 7. And One Slick says 8. So it's 2 8s and 1 7. And let's see that commercial back in 88. Okay. Ethereal says 7. Planet is saying 5. And Patrick is saying 9. Alrighty, 7, 5, and 9. 7.
That's what he's a Space Jam reject. That's what he is.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. He looks like,
He does look like that alien from Space Jam. Danny DeVito should be voicing him.
Michael Taylor says 7. Patrick says 9. And Steel Tradition says 10. Big Bart is my favorite DC comic female character. Okay, 4, 7, and 10. 4, 7, and 10. This is the 7. The Barda is good, well composed, but Superman is weirdly placed and proportioned. And Joe says 7. Erica Boyd says 8. And Dark Admiral says 10. So we have
he is smaller. He is shorter than her, like greatly shorter than her.
8 and 10. All right, let me get this down. And if you have a last minute bid, or not bid, but vote, please place it. All right. Let's see. We get this down, and we've got 1 4. And 2 5s taking out those 3 10s. Then you've got 6 7s taking out the 1 9. And then all 4 8s with 7 left. This gets dropped to a 7. Worst cover. All righty. Let me see.
Maranya's got a 10 at the end. And Patrick dropped it under a 4.
Did I miss?
Yeah, we got 2 more scores after the stop.
Okay. Okay, Maranya says 10.
And Patrick says 4.
And Patrick says 4. Okay. And so 2 4s taken off, and 2 5s take away all of the 10s. 6 7s take away 1 9, all 4 8s, and it's still a 7. Okie doke. Alrighty, and my turn is next, and that was 593. So we are going to 5. Whoop, nope. That was 592. Okay, 592, 593, and 594. And we have 595. Okay. And let's see, 593, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Mr. Miracle getting all crazy over Superman, snogging all over Big Barda. All right, go for 593.
That was almost my avatar tonight.
Which one, Mr. Miracle or Superman?
Mr. Miracle one? Superman, my wife.
Yeah.
It
Yeah,
sounds
this is
like a romance cover caption.
this is the famous porn cover or porn comic. I've
Clint,
seen this cover
that's my
quite a
wife.
bit. I've held this cover. I've sold this cover in the book that's included. I tend to not be able to sell just covers, but this is really, really good. I like this one. It says a lot. I'm giving this a 10. What do you think, Zach?
I gotta give it a 5.
Okay, Captain Heroin. What?
For moralistic
what do you give
reasons?
this a-
No, just I don't know if it's because I've seen it too many times or I don't know. It's the couple kissing on, and it's Action Comics, and I don't know. I feel like no, I don't know. It just doesn't do it for me. I'll tell you what. I'll bump it up from 5. I'll give it a 6. I'll say it's average. It's not
Okay.
bad. It's average.
I mean, I hear you. 2024 it's just pretty much encouraged now.
What's
Right.
that?
What about you, RDV? What do you score this?
Patrick knows. Thank you, Patrick.
The art is is good detail. I love the expression on Mr. Miracle. It's just like I just want more covers with him and be like when Frank Joe draws, he's like outrage with Ghost Spider. I want more of stuff like this. So like he's literally being carried away, he's tied up, and he sees his wife kissing Superman, and he's just like, I wish there would have been like a different dialogue, but because it's for kids though. But I'm gonna go about 8 though, because I've seen this 2 times. It's like it's one of the most talked about covers because the content in the inside, but the cover is
All right, Eric, what do you think?
So if you take out and Mr. Miracle and just put in Superman getting some Action Comics,
Yep.
then maybe Zach would have rated it higher. But I'm gonna give a 9.
Okay.
More going on than the one before it.
All righty, going to the chat. Steele gives it a 10. So does Glinzer and Michael Taylor saying very, very cool cover. Nice detail. So we got 3 10s. 1, 2, and 3. Austin says 9. Dark Admiral says 10. And Ethereal says 8. So we have an 8, a 9, and a 10. Okay, let's see. One Slick Dude says 10. Superman cheating again. Planet says 8, and so does Black Spiders and Joe. And Patrick gives it a 7. So it's a 7, 3 8s, and a 10. 7, 3 8s, and a 10. Okie dokie. Let's see, Patrick. There we go. Undead Quinn says 10. Maranya says Action 593, the first infamous kissing cover. Great rendering. Tells the story and sells the book. Score a bow chicka wow wow 10. Alrighty, so we got 2 10s. 1 and 2. First documentary. Okay, let's see. Superman and Metal Men get a 9, says Black Spiders. Alrighty, that was 590. Let's see. The Jackson says 7. Eric and Boyd says 9. All right, 7 and 9. And let's see. No sent. There were 4 8s after mine. Not 3. Okay, I missed one. Let me add that down there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, let's me get the stop and see where this one landed. There we go. And this has 1 6. Trying to take out 8 10s, not doing too well. So it brings in 2 7s. And then it's 5 8s versus the last 5 10s, leaving those 4 9s left. This is a 9, ladies and gentlemen. All right, cool. We are cooking with gas. There you go. And it is Zach's turn again. All right, as we go for 594. So go for 594. Okay. And let me put the Superman. Let's see. 590 was the Superman chemo, right?
Chemo.
And that was
breaking news 4 minutes ago. Trump won Arizona.
I saw
Right.
that. They said it was going to take 10 days. I just saw that.
until the lawyer showed up and said, "Nope."
Well, there's no percentage. Like the
Did
only
you
thing they
see-
wanted to do now was get the popular vote closer, but there weren't enough to make a difference. So there was no percentage in dragging it out.
Did y'all see how a squirrel ran across the
Yep.
stage during Kamala's concession?
Did-
Somebody said it's the spirit of Peanut coming back.
You know what my takeaway from that was? She led off with 7 good afternoons.
Oh my goodness.
I guess took that long to crank up the teleprompter.
No, she just had to have a lot of alcohol before she joined.
Okay.
Zach,
She's just stuck on repeat.
Yeah. I might have to rank this worse than the other one. This is not my booster gold. Where's the smiles? Where's the happiness and the goofiness? This guy's like beating up Superman because he like stole his girl or something. Like, I don't know, man. This just doesn't appeal to me.
Or maybe
This is
he
angry
thinks that
booster.
Superman did something evil, and he's under the impression he has to stop.
Sorry, this is not my booster gold. There
Well-
should be just going off the cover. I'm talking about. The story could be really, really good. I gotta give the cover. I gotta give this a meh. I mean,
really?
Just
You
my
giving
2
this a
cents.
5, huh?
I gotta give it a 5. I don't want to see Booster Gold beating up
Alrighty.
Superman.
What do you think
no.
about this one, RDV?
Well, I'm not pro booster in the sense that most people that probably are, but I do like this booster gold though. Like I said, and I like it's different because usually booster gold's the screw up, the one it's causing grief. Like I said, there's a story behind this. Look at the city behind him. It looks like it's just destroyed. So we don't know what, and also Booster Gold's a time traveler, so we don't know what this is. But looking at the art, it's good, and I like that he's got large hands. He's also got the same Superman pose from the one that Zach didn't like before because he said the hands were too large. He's
All right,
exactly
so what,
the arms out.
what do you
yeah.
grade this?
I'm going 9 on this.
All right. And Eric,
Sorry. Unlike my colleague Zach,
I
This
used
is
to
a-
be his son. Now I'm
It's-
just a colleague.
unlike
Steve
my
Williams.
comic son, I love this. Superman's got a mud beard from getting splooshed.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm giving this a 10. Carnage, big hands, they're exactly the same size.
I never would have thought you'd say Carnage and like it.
Yeah, that's probably the only time.
well, I'm agreeing. I think this is a 10. This is an awesome cover. And it turns out, breaking news, okay. It turns out Steel Tradition agrees. And let's see.
It is weird though.
Black Spider says 10. Planet says 9. Glinzer says 9. So 2 9s, 2 10s.
Steel versus gold. Gold's usually soft, so it is a play on the words.
All right. And let's see. Michael Taylor, Black Spider says 10. Wait, Michael, I just need to know yours. I can. Let's see. Michael says 8. And Eric and Boyd says 9. And so does Dark Admiral.
Just don't stare at his leg with the giant tuma.
Right. Okay. So 8, 9, and Dark Admiral says 9. So 1 8 and 2 9s.
2 9s.
All right. And let's see what we got going on after that. We've got one slit giving it an 8, a 3 from Patrick Sargent, and an 8 from Joe and Jackson. So 3 8s and 1 3. Okay. 1, 2, and 3. And Action Comics 594, Booster versus Superman. Things aren't good for Supes. Just enough background set the scene. Great detail. Focus on the fight where it belongs. Score a Super Booster 10. And then we've got a 7 from Ethereal. Alrighty. And then let's see. I would call it a 10, but I don't like the legs, says Planet. Not my Booster Gold. What if it was Black Lightning instead? Ooh. This is a 5. He looks like he doesn't have a neck, like his head was just wedged in between his shoulders, says Austin. Alrighty. Let's see another simple cover. I love Byrne do a new DC character from this time period. It has a vibe. All right, let me get the stop. There we go. And see where this one lands. We have 1 3 and 2 5s taking on 5 10s.
You know,
Can't
Zach,
do it. So the 5 8s take out the last 2 10s and 3 of the 9s, but the 9s have it.
you know, I was just thinking if they do Booster Gold with the other guy, it's gonna be unfunny. So that's why we don't like it, because it reminds you of the James Gunn when it's gonna come out.
I like James Gunn's movies.
Yeah, but
no
if
problem
the
with it.
rumor, like I said, if the rumor was true, I don't know, and it's a big if, because a lot of the rumors get it's proven, but
James Gunn knows that people pounce on the rumors, so he
the
throws out
actor-
misdirects.
I know, but the actor they were trying to get is that guy from Ghostbusters.
I know
Red
who he
Vampire.
is. Yeah. He's
Yeah.
the guy from the Eternals.
Yeah, I was like,
All righty, gang. Next up.
excuse
Eric.
me, hold on.
The great Googly
Hello,
Moogly is here.
Ashley. Hello.
Well, I'll stop for my daughter. What's she saying? Hello. Hey, Ash. What's up? How's it going? All righty. Let's get to Eric. Eric, you've got the last cover of the night.
Ooh.
And this is 596. Apparently, I fucked up the numbering here, but
Let's see. Unconscious Superman, Ghost Superman, Jimmy Olsen's girlfriend. Ugh.
Superman and question marks. Ooh.
How come Silver Banshee's not trademarked? Oh, my bad. Nope, she is. I'm gonna close with a 10. Why not?
all right. There we go. And let's see. Doing all right, Ash. Really tired tonight. What do you think, Zach?
I think Halloween was 7 days ago. This is a little late, but I'll allow it. This is a 10. This looks really
Okay.
cool.
And RDV.
Wow. This pretty much is how people feel towards the end of these cover rankings. They're gonna all leave after this.
Yeah.
This is a 10.
Dang.
This is 596, ladies and gentlemen. Alrighty, and we got a 10 from RDV. And let's see where we are with the chat. Okay, we have, let's see. Usually I consistently love Byrne in every run, but these Action Comics are real hit and misses, says Austin. Steel Tradition saying 10. Never seen this, says Patrick Sarge. Black Spider saying a 7. Glenzer saying a 10. And so is Steel Tradition. So we got 3 10s and a 7. 1, 2, 3, and a 7. Alrighty. Did I do? Yes. Let's see. My daughter says hello, gives it a 10 because it is awesome. She may have actually seen this cover before. Dark Admiral gives it a 10. So does Michael Taylor. Planet gives it an 8. So we got 2 10s and an 8. 1, 2, and 1. Alrighty. This is a 9, says Austin. And what number is this? This is 596 or 595 or 6. Does it say there? Let's see. One Slick says 8. Jackson says 8. And Eric and Boyd says 10. Alrighty. 1, 2, and a 10. And Maranya says 596. How many times has Superman been dead on the cover? Great rendering and concept cover score, a dead Superman 10. Alrighty. And then we have Joe with an 8. And good night all from One Slick. Alrighty.
Pardon my friend, he's dead tired.
And Ethereal says 8.
From the greatest movies ever.
I know, right?
I was thinking of Muppet Treasure Island, where there's old Tom and then dead Tom, and
Dead
dead
Tom.
Tom's just a skeleton. Dead Tom's always been dead. That's why he's dead Tom.
All right, so this has 1 7. It's got 5 8s. It's got two 9s trying to take apart 11 10s and failing. This is our last cover of the night, and we end on a high note. We end on a 10. All right, there we go, gang. These are the placements. We have a legitimate worst cover of the night, and then we move on. Remember, you guys can vote in this now, so to figure out where each one lands and what ends up being the best of the night. Zach, right? Zach, this is first in line. Let's start with you. Let me put the go for the 8s. All I need is what your favorite one is of the 8s, because there's only 2 of them.
Yes, exactly. Okay. Tell me which ones you like of the 8, Zach.
Well, as soon as I can see them,
just pretend like you can see past this cover that's blocking them.
There we go. All righty.
My X-ray vision. Oh, it's easy. It's the Metalman in Chemo.
Okay.
Obviously, that one really should have been a 10.
It's the
you all
Chemo.
failed this ranking.
All righty. And how about you, RDV? The best of the 8s.
Well, it's the dirt cover.
Again, proving that RDV only has 3 senses. Because he's blind as well as tasteless.
No, you're just I don't like this dirt. I need better grade dirt on this cover.
It wasn't the dirt, it was his hands.
Eric, what do you say?
Based solely on the quality of the dirt alone, the first one's the best.
All righty. And
propaganda.
I'm going with a Chemo.
Yes.
Trademark.
All right. Okay, let's see.
A quarter every time you say it.
Every single one of these covers should be ranked at least a 9, if not a 10, says Maranya. Good night, all, says Dark Admiral. Have a good night. Glenzer is saying the best is the Phantom Stranger as well as as Maranya. All righty. And let's see. I'm going to huff and puff and say Metalman is a 10, says Planet.
Up by the hair of my chin.
Yeah.
Okay, and let's see. Ethereal saying he votes for the first, which is the Phantom Stranger, and so we'll just move on. There we go. Let me get the go for the 9s. And we got 1 vote for the Chemo. Not a fan of either. First is the best, says Michael Taylor. Okay, and it is 6-4. And here we go. Let me get the start. And Zach, your favorite and least favorite of the 9s.
Favorite of the 9s is going to be the Teen Titans cover. Easy. My least favorite of the 9s is the Booster Gold SmackDown.
All righty. And how about you, RDV?
Teen Titans is the best. Demon is the worst.
Okay.
That's fair.
He didn't ask consent.
And Eric, best and worst of the 9s.
The best is the ripping Cyborg's arm off. The worst is the I'm going to say the Superman Barda making out.
Okay. All righty. And let's see. Which one? I've got to go Teen Titans as well. And the worst is the Tentacles.
I was going to say, not a single person has said, wow, the underage girl with the tentacles is the worst cover up on here.
She's not underage.
I just did. Okay, so Maranya's saying the 7 cover should be in the 9s. And let's see. Glenzer says the best is Titans and the worst is Booster Gold. All right.
Glenzer and me are on the same wavelength.
And last is Booster, says Ethereal. Okay,
Glenzer,
what's
like
the
to be
first?
racist.
Let's see. Best is second. Worst is first. So the best is the Teen Titans. And the worst is the Booster Gold.
Oscar is on the same club.
Best Titans. Worst is the Green Lantern, says Maranya. Alrighty. And we have second is the best, which is the Teen Titans. And the worst is the 5th. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, the last one, the Green Lantern. All right. And let's see. Teen Titans is the best, says Planet, and Barda is the worst.
Which Barda?
There you go. Are you trying to tell us something with this thing? Okay, let me get the stop. All right. And if you have any last minute votes, please go right on ahead and add them. This is done by ratio, but we find ourselves in a strange situation we've never been in before. One comic got all positive, no negatives. Obviously, that's the first one, the Teen Titans cover. But the thing is nothing else got a positive. So we're going to go, let's see, one book had 4 negatives, one book had 3. So they'll take up the worst.
Demon
And
Trolley.
that would be these two. And there was, let's see, 1 vote for the Demon. No mention at all. No, I'm sorry. 1 vote for the Demon, but 2 for Barda.
Yep.
And then there we go. That's that. And let me get the go for the 9s, Zach. All righty. Go for the 9. All righty. Let's see what. Go for the 10. We're in the 10.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Guys, I am falling. I am literally falling asleep standing.
I mean,
right
go
here,
for the
so
9s again. Sure. Let's get that tentacle
go.
look higher.
Zach, your favorite and least favorite of the 10s.
Ooh, favorite of the 10s.
Well, I know which one that is.
Yeah, the first one there with Orion, I think, the Kirby Crackle.
Really?
That's got to be my favorite of the 10s. Least favorite is the one that's already in there, the Smallville Showdown. That's my least favorite.
All right. And how about you, RDV?
Zach doesn't like when the SS fight. Hawkman is my favorite in there.
All right.
As
least
Superman.
Man would be a close number 2, but the
I
Kirby
would
Crackle.
say probably the worst for me is I gotta agree. It's Smallville one. It's just
Okay.
kind of boring to me. I don't need like
compared to the
super
others,
child
I mean-
versus a super adult.
All right. Eric, what do you think?
It must be nice to be able to eat anything you want because you don't have to worry about tasting any of it. Best is Smallville.
All right.
Oh,
Like,
don't
what's he about to
sit there and see.
Eric, let us know what it's like when you get your dentures.
Oh, that was hysterical.
So what's
Yeah,
the worst
wait.
of them, Eric?
Wait a second. Give me a second to
Rebuttal.
chortle at that retort. The worst. So Ranch.
All right. Let's
I
see.
mean, like if it's like a evil Superboy or something like that, a different
Oh, he's
costume.
punching Superman's head off. That's pretty
Well,
evil.
my question is, does this Superman costume just like stretch out as he gets bigger?
All right. So
That
Planet
Superboy got erased
628.
from continuity.
Planet 628 is saying Orion is the best and the Hawks are the worst. Of the
Wow.
Glinzer is saying the best is Silver Banshee and the worst is the Orion. All right. And then we have Maranya with best is Superman versus Superboy, real Superboy. And the worst is the Kirby Crackle.
Wow.
Second is best, the Hawks. All right.
All right,
And fourth is the worst. The Superboy says Austin. And then we have first is in my top 3 ever, says Planet. And Ethereal says number 4 and then number 2. So Superboy is
you
the
know
best.
what?
And the Hawks are the worst.
I'm not surprised. Hawkman didn't get any love. Look at because these people here who hate Hawkman.
Maybe. They didn't
Hawk
buy any at
haters.
the auction, really. This is tough. Fourth best and first is worst. So Superboy's the best. Alrighty. And the Orion is the worst. Okay. Y'all who voted Superman versus Superboy worth 2 cents. Alrighty. Let's go. And remember, it's all ratio. And what we got going on here. Let's see. What's the worst ratio of them all is the Orion. It's got 2 positive, 4 negative. And then we have with 1 positive and 2 negatives, making it a 1, the Banshee cover. And then we have
Smallville 1, probably. I guarantee it.
let's see. And then we have one that cancels out and the one that gets 1 point. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm just going to leave it here because that's the way it falls.
Really?
And the best of the Action Comics is Hawkman and Superman. Yep.
Wow.
We had three positives, 2 negatives. And then the Superboy was 3 and 3. So it's 1 positive to a 0. And the Hawkman goes to the bracket fights
I'm
from
shocked.
Action Comics. Alrighty,
Not
let
that
me.
shocked, but I'm shocked.
Yeah, it's a good cover. It really is.
Still
I
say
think
the
it's going to get
best cover was a 9.
the best cover was one of the ones in the 9. Which one
Yes,
is? Do you feel is the best?
I first one, the Teen Titans one.
Yeah.
Myself personally, I think that's the best one.
So do I. So do I. I don't understand how and why
It's
it made it to the
one of my
9s.
favorite-
That's
Anytime I get Superman doing a crossover with the Teen Titans or the New Teen Titans, whatever, it's fun.
okay. Hey, can you take comments? And everybody, if you have not voted, please, by all means, please do. I have to go hit the head. I'll be right back.
All right, I'll take comments. Whatever they're pro Hawkman, because I don't want this anti Hawkman slander.
Don't you dare say man.
Yeah. You can slender Hawk Girl all you want. DC's done it multiple times, but actually, Breen, are you that well knowledge in Hawkman, or you can name how many times like he's died and come back?
That depends on who's writing it, would be my guess.
I would say just from the Silver Age going into the post-crisis.
Well, all the ones that they've tweaked him several times since they brought him back in Brave and the Bold.
Mhm.
But I don't recall if they ever killed him off, because I would imagine that in the past he would be killed off and he would live a lifespan again and grow into being Hawkman.
Ashley, just because you're his daughter doesn't mean you get special treatment. Oh, man.
So the Venditti series probably
Yeah.
shed some light on that, but a lot.
Because I when I think of like the Hawks Pox, the Krakoa era, where like they just kept going back, I'm like, well, you're just pulling a Hawkman, But yeah, like I said, I would love just to have a Hawkman movie though. I think that'd be great by itself.
I don't know if Hawkman stands by himself. I think he's got to be a member of the JSA or the
Well,
Justice
no,
League.
what you do is when we read the Golden Age one, that story basically that you take that original first story from Flash Comics. Him finding out who he is, and then meeting Shira, and then going up against Palpatine.
I don't know.
I stand by my statement.
If you adapted the Venditti run, I think you could make a good movie out of that.
Sure,
Maybe. You may be.
but I'd rather see that as an animated movie because they can get away with more of that. First.
I can see that actually.
Then Roy Thomas would show up and take credit for it.
all right.
I created Hawkman, don't you know?
Someone needs to tell Danny Thomas that that he's just not playing fair anymore. He just wants credit for everything, and she's
Danny
like,
Thomas
Well,
is still
Dan
alive?
Thomas is dead.
I know. That's
Wow.
why.
Marlo's still alive though.
You know who took credit for that though, right? Roy Thomas.
Oh my gosh.
He took credit for killing Danny Thomas. All righty. Let's see, guys. The poll is ended, and this is what we got. 27 votes. Thank you to everybody who has participated. The Sea Devils. Have you guys even seen Sea Devil comic covers?
We have.
Got 18%. Sonic has 25, tied with All-Star Squadron. And the Metal Men have 29%.
God damn it! I didn't even vote for it.
I know.
I voted with my comic son.
I voted for Sonic.
No, my other comic son.
Which one did you vote for?
I voted for All Star Squadron.
All-Star Squadron?
I wanted some. I wanted
Just
to
let me know
I
what
wanted to
Metal
rank
Man
some-
is. I'll take that night off.
I wanted to rank some ass.
There you go. Yes. Okay, so that's going to go to the 8th season. This is what we've got coming up. On Friday, we're going to be doing Archie superhero comics. And I don't know if I know exactly what you were talking about, Eric, but I gathered up some. I've gathered up some Pure Heart, some, what are these called? Super Teens and all sorts of stuff.
Mhm.
Okay. So, yeah, I've got, I got some superhero Archie here, so that should be interesting. Alrighty. And then let's see, after Archie Super Teens on Sunday, we have 1935. And then on next Tuesday is bad comic book covers. Then we have Hawkman, Charlie Brown, George Perez, Amazing Spider-Man. And yeah, it's going to be. Oh, wait, hold on. One, two.
Austin, did you read it as Starfire? I'm confused. Like, Ray laughing because he said he read it with Amy's voice. He read Ash's comment saying Hawkman bad. I'm like, are you reading that as Starfire? Because I don't.
Werewolf by Night and then Marvel Team Up. We've got 2 Spider-Mans in a row in one
Spider-Man.
season. Huh. I might switch it out. So just mix it up a little
Well,
bit.
if we do a Spider-Man, we gotta go talking Boston accents the whole time night.
What's up?
We're gonna do this one night. So we're gonna take over.
Here's do all the covers in the poll. They all deserve. I would love to. I might add Sea Devils to something. I don't know. Alrighty.
And he returns.
Hello.
He's back.
You bored yourself, huh?
No, we just ended early.
Is it like it's Mr. E, right? Or is that Dalton? You have your partner still droning on about Doctor Who, and you just came over to do this while they're.
I drone about Doctor Who too, sir.
While they endlessly talk about Doctor Who, all you got to do is say 2 sentences.
If I was streaming with Jimmy, I want to leave too.
I'm already bored about. I'm bored about this, and I'm actually talking about how boring Doctor Who is. That's how
it's not. Okay, listen, I need to clarify something right here. I love Doctor Who. Okay. It's just we ended early because we didn't have that much news to talk about.
What's with the weird accent, my friend?
It's fun. It has
Why are
flair.
you talking like Christopher Walken?
No, Christopher Walken. You have to be very slow, and you have to be careful about
Did
where you
Chris have to cut it early to go look for his sleeves?
I don't notice what shirt Chris is wearing like you guys.
He's too busy looking during his eyes. He's so dreamy.
That's because he's showing off the 12-inch pythons.
Phrasing.
Brother.
Well,
Hawkman bad. Actually, no. Hawkman is good. Hawkman is awesome, and you should buy his comics. Anyone listening in should buy his comics. Say if they ever pop up in an auction. Just saying.
Well, we can't now because we got to cancel it because you said the name. You're supposed to say Mace with Wings.
I know, right?
Man.
Yeah.
Why'd
That's
you
the way
do
it worked.
that?
That's the way it worked. All righty, guys. I've got to go. I am falling asleep. I just did not sleep last night. I was hoping the Sea Devils would. You know what, Michael? I'm gonna use power of ownership. Okay, and let's see. We have
Zack's
season 8.
Wait, what?
And
Power ownership.
what was it? The one tonight?
Boo!
Okay, we've got Metal Men.
That wasn't even good.
We have Metal Men in
people.
season
Do
8,
better.
and now we have Sea Devils in season 8.
That's right, Venkman. Do better racist jokes at Zach's expense.
Right?
Be funny. If you're gonna make racist jokes, at least make them be funny.
Exactly. No, nobody's actually going to take him up on that.
I'm still laughing at this video.
I'm figuring out what can I say without
cracking me
getting this
up.
channel nuked.
I know, right?
This video of the squirrel running across the stage is hilarious.
Do you know why? Do you know
I've
why
watched
they're
it 5
chainsaws, right?
times.
I can't say the answer though. The chainsaw joke will get us kicked off immediately.
I didn't know there was a chainsaw joke. I'm not a racist, but
Oh,
by all means,
I'm best friends
don't
with
tell
the racists here.
Liefeld did some cool
And school
Hawkman
shooters,
covers. I
right?
like them. You know what? Actually, I don't mind that series, and I do agree with you. Liefeld did do some good Hawkman covers. Yeah, I was. But there you go. Okay. So anyway, thanks for hanging out. Do you guys want to hang out and chat? It's up to you guys, seriously. But I
can hang for a few.
Okay, I'm sunsetting, so I'm going to call it.
Don't
I'm
take
Joe
4
Biden.
out of that sentence and apply it to Zach. Damn it!
Too late.
Right.
Sorry.
Don't get me shut down, kids. I'll talk to y'all later. Have fun.
So long.
Just put the chairs up and lock the door when you leave. Have fun. See you.
Just gonna let that comment swing.
What comment?
Wing low.
Sweet chariot.
Well, I think it's James Franco.
Yeah,
First time.
Pixel,
Yes.
you need to put on the shades behind you. You need to put like height measurements. You know, like a mugshot.
Actually, I was thinking more. He's got to dress up now because he's like got the police. Oh wait, no, that's what I want. They gotta have like the wanted signs. You know, make like you're in like Columbo. Like there's the office.
Columbo. But you should watch our reviews on the Extreme Movie Show.
You know what? But I was too busy trying. I was just trying to find those other 3 episodes you're supposed to upload.
Yo, the fact that y'all are either going to be reviewing The Mask of Zorro or The Count of Monte Cristo is great.
Wait, don't rule out the 3rd movie.
No, I've ruled it off already. I forgot what it was in my mind. Those first 2 movies are so fire. I don't care what the 3rd one was. Those are the 2 that you have to.
I gotta go look too. I completely forgot myself. I'm like, I know there's a 3rd movie. I just can't remember what it was.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. It's The Mask of Zorro and The Count of Monte Cristo. That's all you need to know. 2 great movies. I would probably go with The Mask of Zorro.
There it is.
The Mask of Zorro is a bit more fun, whereas
so
The
the
Count of Monte
3rd
Cristo
one?
is more
We
thoughtful.
needed a 3rd movie. As I'm like, well, Dalton talks about Solomon Kane all the freaking times. I figure like maybe he'll show up and vote.
Eh,
That's the Solomon Kane is basically beating the Count of Monte Cristo.
that's
so-
because the people who voted in that poll have no taste. The Count of Monte Cristo is a fantastic film. It's probably one of the more
Mask of Zorro though is really
artistic-
good though. Either
Oh,
way,
yeah, The Mask of Zorro is phenomenal. The sequel, Legend of Zorro, not as good. Still really fun, but not as good as.
here's I look at it this way. No
I'm-
one's watching these movies for Zorro. They're watching it for Catherine Zeta-Jones.
You know,
I mean-
you're right. You are right. Unless they're girls and they're watching for Antonio Banderas.
Hey,
I
good night, Michael.
simply say that Citizen Kane should have won last week. Should have. There's Citizen Kane is the Citizen Kane of movies.
Is it really? Is it the
It
Citizen Kane?
I would say the better movie one,
Rosebud.
Adventure of Robin Hood, 1938.
I did watch it.
Ivanhoe.
I know. He's like, yeah. Pixel said he's almost done with it. It's like, well, I said like we can wait. It's like, so
Well, like I said, I finished it. Then my brother was putting up a Call of Duty, and I got distracted.
wow. Who
I
plays?
told him to go on without me.
Who plays?
Listen, it's the
Call
new
of Duty. Isn't that like one of the
new
games?
Call of Duty.
a lot of people play Call of Duty. That's
Hey,
why
a
they
lot
keep
of people
making
play
more
it.
of them.
I know.
And
It's like it's
They
like
have proper split screen. Like, do you know how many games have
Ooh.
proper split screen now?
None. It's
Exactly.
very difficult to
And
find a game
actually,
that
you
has
know,
split screen.
it now makes sense. You know, Tim
The
Walsh.
Lego games, I
Like,
think, are the only ones that.
Isn't
still
that the
do
one that
split
everywhere is canceled because they said you're doing woke stuff with it now? New Call of Duty.
What? It's literally running around shooting people.
screen? Yeah. How is
I
that?
mean,
woke?
wait. Are there like skin packs that come out every now and again? Wasn't Nicki Minaj in Call of Duty for
I
a
don't
while?
know. Like I said,
Big
I-
oh, she was. I forgot about that. She was in
I
Call of
literally
Duty,
do
yeah.
not. I purposely do not pay attention to video game news anymore because there's nothing really out there that excites me as far as what I used to watch. Like, I used to play.
There's
Like
still
I look,
stuff.
I saw. I'm like, oh, there's a new Dragon Age coming out, and it's all about.
Oh no, I
Trans
saw
inclusivity.
that is a disaster.
And I was just like,
Dragon Age. It's so God, and I love Dragon Age. That was like my thing. I love Dragon Age.
Okay, split screen
So
for me
weird.
was
Looks like Pixar now.
GoldenEye.
Which is wonky.
so. Halo had a pretty good split screen.
Halo, yeah, Halo. Gears of War didn't have split screen, but the multiplayer for Gears of War was really good though. My brother's been playing the new Space Marine, the Warhammer 40K,
Yeah,
and he loves it. I'm like,
don't
I may have to
blame
get
him.
it now to play online with him because he says that feels just like playing Gears of War.
Yeah, and you know, it's really just Nintendo. Other than, like I said, Call of Duty managed to do it with the last one. The one before was really rough in the beginning, but ultimately they updated it
So,
to where it
does
was
this-
decent.
does this one even have a campaign anymore? Or is it just completely multiplayer?
There's a campaign.
Mm-hmm.
It's just
Because I remember a few years
multiplayer
ago,
chat.
a few years ago they were talking about just dropping the campaigns and just focusing on multiplayer.
Yeah,
Can you blame them? Everybody just plays multiplayer.
that is all
And
anybody does.
That's
yeah.
kind of sucks because I like story mode, you know, as well. So
For Call of Duty?
yeah, do you ever play Black Ops
Uh,
or Ghosts?
The
That's
story
fun.
mode just isn't good. Like, I don't know anyone who plays Call of Duty for the story mode.
that's like reading
MK.
Playboy for the articles.
I did hear that, MK. I'm freaking psyched. That was my big concern, was that I was concerned if it would be backwards compatible or not.
Yes, it is. That's
So
very
that is sweet.
and
Quake. I
Roman
remember
Sleep.
Quake. Yeah, I remember there was like back in the day, Quake and Doom. There was like people were divided, which was better. Like people were like Quake's awesome, like like Doom sucks, and like opposite. I was like I played both, and I was like I agreed Doom was better than Quake. Quake had their Unreal Engine though.
I never played either of those.
I know you're deprived of those games.
Yeah. I don't really feel like I missed. I watched my brother play Doom a lot, and my sister actually loves it. It's just not my thing. Gears of War was all I needed. I don't need multiple games that scratch the same itch. I try to diversify.
Switch turns will be backwards compatible. Okay. Which is weird because you think with the new systems, you're like, oh, you want to play the old game? Here's $10. You gotta get download it from our like. It makes more sense for them to basically just, if you want to play an older game, you have to buy it through the Nintendo store. Because that's what Xbox and PS1 were doing. PS4.
So what they do is they have their subscription service that you can use to go online. So if you want to play Mario Kart with somebody over in Japan, have fun, but you have to pay for it. However, if you pay for that for their premium thing, so what, $50 a year, you get access to their library of older games. It's something I've considered more than a handful of times because it's worth it. Like, you get to play all the old Zelda games and everything. That's great.
Hold on, let me go grab the actual physical copies of those games.
Wow. Okay. Well, you may have that, but not everybody does.
I have the gold.
true.
I have the regular Nintendo gold case Zelda ones. The ones actually worth money.
We can't all be like you.
No, because then that would be just too much awesome.
Sure.
Well, we can't all
That's
be
the
like
word.
Zach, because then that'd be a really bad place.
In the Bayou?
No, we'd all be racist.
One day he'll run out of jokes.
Did you?
Praying for that day.
That's when I realized you actually are racist.
Did you?
They'll be like,
Did you guys see the person that tweeted the Wikipedia moderators crying as they changed Grover Cleveland's from only to first?
yeah.
No, I did not see that.
It was a joke.
I love Wikipedia. Wikipedia always when you click.
Oh, Wikipedia is great.
When you go to click on there, it's just like, please give us money. I'd be like, no. Click X.
Yeah, never.
Donate.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Actually, MK, it's Kung Lao, the guy with the hat that turns into like a buzzsaw. He's my favorite one. He's asking he's wondering who your favorite Mortal Kombat character is.
I was thinking of Iron Fist for a second. I was like,
no, he's talking about Mortal Kombat characters.
I know, but I was thinking like, where's he from? Kung Lao?
Oh yeah, Left 4 Dead. That has some great split screen. Left 4 Dead was awesome with the split
My
screen.
favorite Mario Kart characters is Mario. What are you talking about? MK.
Luigi is the best.
I
Mario
love
Kart
doing.
character.
I love
actually, no.
playing as Toad.
If you're
Toad is
talking about
great.
original-
I can see that. I can see this actually.
if you're talking about the original game, though, there really is two characters you play from the original first Mario Kart game back in the Super Nintendo. You play as Toad or you play as Koopa. Those
I like
guys
to play as Koopa.
those-
I'll play as Koopa in Mario
They-
Party.
for whatever reason, they designed those two characters have the best all-around balance. The steering and everything, like acceleration. But if you play as Koopa, like King Koopa, or you play as Donkey Kong, you have such a slow acceleration and poor steering. I'm like, there has to be some kind of like hidden achievement if you win with those characters through the whole entire race championship. Because like, I don't understand it. Like why they made them so horrible. but Left 4 Dead is one of my favorites of all time. I think Left 4 Dead is probably one of the most popular online playing games.
That's a great one.
Like people talk about Call of Duty, but I hear more about Left 4 Dead being more fun. I hate Toady. My friend always used him. He used to piss me off. The rest of us. Another friend swore he was broken.
You can't hate me.
Gilbert Gottfried Toads.
Gilbert Godfrey is playing his Toad.
Is that what you want? You want us to read another Mario book, and then you can have Gilbert Gottfried as Toads?
Let's go, Mario.
That already sounds so much better than Keegan Michael Key.
Oh, I love Keegan in that. He did such a
That was great. He was one of the
Zach, you should have joined us for that. We had the last years and we read the Super Mario Brothers comic book. It was hilarious.
Right, and I was Luigi.
And he had to dress and he had to dress up as the princess.
He did.
Yeah,
it was kind of weird.
You're not selling me on this. You're not making me feel
hilarious.
like I'm missing out.
Hilarious. We had.
I'll watch. I'll pay for the price of admission. I'll watch it. I don't know if that's something I want to put my name on though.
Put your name on it. No. We don't.
You won't put your name on that. But
no. Zach, we don't put your name on anything in the channel. We don't want to risk being banned.
That's true.
Right.
Don't want to have the racist all over
Mario Party, the original Mario Party I played. After that, they're on what 12 now.
Yeah. Well, no, they don't even number them. Like the newest one is called Mario Party Jamboree. It's actually really fun. We played it. We played several games at my brother's the other day. It's a lot of fun. They give you like 20-something characters you can play as now. It's way too many characters. It's crazy. There's like a little mole. You can play as Boo the ghost. You see Boo.
Oh
yeah, there's a little mole. His name is like Monty Mole or something.
Mole man.
And then there's Boo, but you also encounter Boo on the board game. So it's like he talks to himself. I don't know.
It's true. Pixel was wearing the actual dress on camera while we're reading this.
That's right. You know, I own a Princess Peach dress.
I didn't.
Pupsy has a jean skirt.
What did you do for Halloween, Zach?
What did I do for Halloween? That was like a week ago. Golly, I don't even. I think I was
no, Halloween. You did best of the week with us.
Did I do best of the week on Halloween?
Didn't dress up or anything?
No, I did. I had a Halloween party that I went to the weekend before.
That's right. You didn't join us because you had to go with your meeting as a ghost.
Man, I honestly don't even remember Halloween. That's crazy.
I was working.
I ate candy. I had candy at some point. No, I was working. I was working Halloween Day. That's right. I was working Halloween.
I did dress up though. I was Walt Disney.
Oh, nice. I could see that. I went to a costume party a friend had. I was Doctor Who if he had just watched Indiana Jones. So I had a bow tie, but I also had a fedora and like a khaki shirt and cargo pants.
I wear fedoras now.
So you dress up
as cool.
Pixel, where did you get a coffin for cheap? Who are you? That's
Here's a pixel finger. You earned it.
Online one of 16 players or something like that. Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, they do crazy stuff now with the online with Nintendo. Like Super Smash Brothers, you can have like 12 or 16 players fighting each other at the same time. So Mario Party, I'm sure they can do the same thing.
No, I hooked up my Super Nintendo the other, or no, it was Super N64 as well as. So they remember the game Rush in World Tour. I was playing that. That was a fun game.
I haven't played anything on my PlayStation in like 3 weeks. It's just Fortnite is sitting there waiting for me to come back to it.
Cheryl's is like, when are you getting Fortnite? I'm like, I'm tempted. Look, all these like, you got Gambit and you got like Spider-Man.
John Wick and
it's like
they just had a whole bunch of symbiotes for Halloween. They had all these different symbiote skins you could get.
So they're trying to get me in. I'm like, no, Diddy.
They tried the same thing on me.
Shaquille O'Neal has a skin now. I'm surprised that doesn't just make you a bigger target because Shaq is like 7 feet tall.
Eric, join the conversation.
Nah.
How are you doing today, Eric? How is it in your world?
I'm just looking at something here about the last 6 elections. The votes cast in 5 of them were in the 120 millions.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we're supposed to believe that 4 years ago, 155 million votes were cast, and a vegetable got 15 million more than the person that ran 4 years later against the same
Oh my
man.
gosh, I love that video of CNN when they're like, well, how much more votes did she get than Biden? And like, none. How is this possible?
I know. It's like
it wasn't more votes. Is there anyone she's outperforming you? Did you hear when Doug Emhoff during one of his stumping for his wife, he said, and Kamala does what she always does, just puts her head down and goes to work.
Oh,
what is that Frugal that said? Or somebody else had said, like in the chat earlier, that not tonight and hearing this, but like in our Twitter, somebody said like she did what she does best. She blew.
Well, that's but her own fucking husband just basically said the same thing, not meaning to. Like,
husband, it's like, yeah, it's more like you have arrangement. That's about it. He pays her.
Like, somebody called Walls Senator Jazz Hands.
Oh my gosh. Oh, so AOC somehow snuck by and still has her seat.
Oh, she will win every 2 years from now till she's no longer hot.
I heard she's pregnant. Somebody was guessing that she's pregnant because there was like a video of her and like her face was like all softened and glowy. So someone's like, "Is AOC?"
No, that's from eating all the cakes.
No, dude, I don't know. She might actually be. I didn't study the video, but I did look at it.
With AI, they can touch up anything.
Why are you staring?
Could have been AI. That's a good point. It looks like she's still. I didn't see her hands, so I can't tell. If I could see the hands and the fingers and everything.
If you would have saw the hands, I don't like this. Her hand's bigger than the other one.
That's it. John Byrne was like the first AI guy. He got the hands wrong. John Byrne was the first AI.
Why is the other hand bigger than the other one? Look at that.
Your
Proportions
complaint
are
with
off.
Byrne are the hands are too big. If you look back to AI about a year ago, the problem was exact opposite.
Yeah, too small.
They had these
They're
little
like
baby hands on
Small and
grown-ups.
15,000 fingers. Now they're all pixel fingers.
Now they're all, yeah.
Well, all I know is last year, like I said, weird body parts, tiny hands. Now they're moving and talking to us.
Yeah.
What's it going to be like a year from now?
I don't want to think about it.
Oh yeah,
You saw the one. So Venkman, you posted that video of
which one?
the one with Biden
Guy?
saying,
Oh,
"Well, my fellow Americans, can you believe
this is dank
It's
Joe
dank.
Biden.
Thank Joe. It's so Jover.
So Jover.
I love it. I love it because like he get the AI. Someone basically did the AI thing in a voice and just typed it out. Him saying like, "Yeah, what did she think she was gonna have a chance? Hillary lost, and it's like
I was sitting there on the couch and I was just waiting for that tipping point. Like, oh well, here's doom and gloom again.
You know what I want to hear? We'll never be privy to it, but well, let's just assume that Joe has a lucid moment or two left in him, trying to gloat to one of those two women about because he won his election, and one of them would just fire back, "The hell you did! That was as rigged as a pro wrestling," because it was. So I said, "There's no way in hell that he got more votes than Obama ever got, than Hillary. I can believe he got more votes than Harris, but." If they just got tired of listening to him brag, they would come back with that.
So the funniest thing I saw was the Undertaker won another clean fight against Batista. Because the running joke is Batista can't beat him.
Yeah, it's I've been looking at the typical people that have been melting down today. Christina Applegate wasn't on my bingo card though.
Really?
Oh yeah,
she's just gone out of her mind.
She has I heard a couple of years ago that she has physical problems. She
does.
Yeah.
But
so she's probably one of those people that worries about everything, and she's worried about how am I going to pay for this and stuff.
I doubt if she has to worry about jack shit financially.
Who knows?
Unless Don King was managing her money.
Maybe she did it on coke. You know, who
But
knows?
I said, I like you. D. Snyder had a respectful tweet today.
Really?
Megas, he said, I don't agree with the outcome, but I respect it. And something else. It was not meltdowny at all. Because like I said, his son is on Twitter. It does stuff with Wes, and so I mean, it's So it's nice that his dad isn't completely lost, but
Oh, here's something we could talk about for the 9 people that are watching still. I mean,
Hi, 9 people that are watching.
Hi, 9
Hi,
people.
Pixel.
Wait. I mean, I got my phone on, so
Hi, 8 people.
8
He's
people.
I'm not one of the 9.
You're not one of the
You're
9.
annoying.
I'm not one of the 9.
Even I don't want to watch
Okay.
it.
So anyway, so my point is that you guys saw what Mark Waid said on Blue Sky, whatever it's called.
I did
Yeah.
see. I
He
did
said
see.
it's like, I'm so distraught. I probably won't even put any effort into superheroes. I can't anymore. I'm done.
Yep. Did you see my response to
Mark,
that?
Mark,
Yeah,
you're never going to see this. But for fuck's sake, put on your big boy pants. Get over it. Just like 5 years ago, first year into his term, you're going to realize, oh, wow, I'm making more money. Everything's better. I don't have to virtue signal to make myself feel better about myself, and just go back to work. Jesus God, enough.
I know. It's like, dude, we're going to have more money in our pocket now to buy more of your books. Like, you'll get more money. But then I think it was Aaron Sparrow that posted about it originally. And so I was like, man, in a perfect world, maybe his World's Finest will decline and DC will do something like take him off and put Jeremy Adams on it. Then we'll have a Jeremy Adams Dan Mora book. That would be amazing. But
You
You
just
should know
go
better
and
than
you
that,
have a conversation with people that
So-
you go ahead and say, we were doing great. We were doing great in those 4 years. And everybody's saying, oh, but that's just because it's Obama's economy. What are you talking about?
I
He had
know.
8 years. He had 8 years. And in those 8 years, it was shitty all the way until the end.
Exactly. And
you
it's
know
like
what,
the same people today are like, Kamala, like, what did she do in 3 years? Or 4 years almost?
So-
What did she do
So
to
the
inspire this
first-
confidence in you?
when I was working at Lowe's with a guy in Hardware Store, and like he basically said like the first 4 years, like, well, yeah, first 4 years he's got a lot of shit he's got to fix up, but then like 4 years go by, and I asked him again, and he's like, oh, he's only one man. I'm like, what's next? And it's like he's incompetent. He can't do it all by himself. yeah. It's like is it that
It's the
they
same
blamed it
old
on Bush.
excuse. That's why they go ahead and say, "Oh yeah, everything sucks right now." That's just because Biden's coming off of Trump's thing. 4 years later, sir. 4
4
years
years.
later.
So what I said to him is, if I punch you in the face, it's like, you can't blame me. You got to blame the guy before me, or someone else. Because,
Right.
It's like, I'm gonna, it's like you can't keep blaming someone else for your own faults. Like
Exactly.
that's stupid.
That's what they do best. That's what they do best.
It's like I don't
They
blame you.
take credit for the good things, and then as soon as the shit hits the fan, they're like, "Oh no, it was the other guy. Sorry."
Something they did.
Oh, I was watching that video again. Popped up on my feed about Newsom talking about how he slept with his one of his political partners, or his wife or something like that.
Oh, I don't know about that. I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care about
Apparently he basically had sex with another person that works.
Oh yeah, everybody. He was married to Kimberly Guilfoyle, who's with one of the Trump sons now.
So that video popped up again the other day, and I was just like, dang. So.
What a world.
What a world.
I saw somebody post how Republicans feel waking up this morning, and it's the American Dad theme. Good morning, USA. I got a feeling that it's gonna be a wonderful
My
day.
favorite.
That's good.
It's obviously staged with the audio, but my favorite is the guy. He's got coffee. He's like neighbors, like fuck you. Hey, Jared. He's like.
I saw the one where it's like how it feels to be a Republican walking into the Starbucks to have a pink-haired they make your latte, and it's Vince McMahon just like strolling down with his arms being all weird.
The fine for not having health insurance was basically, if you don't have health
It
insurance,
was freaking awful. Like I got fined
And
because
then
I
on
couldn't
top
get
of that,
Obamacare.
I
On
would
top
rather
of that you ruin school lunches for everybody.
That's true. The school lunches were really
What
bad.
the hell, man?
I said, like, you're gonna
It's
find
really
me for
bad.
not wanting to pay for health care. Well, how about you find people who don't want to have car insurance?
Like before Obamacare, my state, we had like 4 or 5 insurance companies that you could get private insurance from. Today, there is one because of Obamacare. The other 4 couldn't do business anymore. So, thanks, Obama. Thanks.
Thanks.
My
Obama.
my parents had to pay like $9,000 annually in insurance because of your
I
freaking.
miss those jokes so bad, though. Thanks, Obama.
Thanks, Obama. You can bring it back. Well, no. Now I'm sure the Democrats will be saying thanks, Obama, because he endorsed Kamala. What was the thing? I just saw it on Twitter. Somebody said like the funniest thing they heard today was a Democrat said, "Dang, maybe we actually did cheat in 2020."
You know, I think it's something that I'd forgotten about. But remember that dinner 13 years ago when Obama was roasting Trump?
Oh yeah.
And people think there's people that suspect that that's when he made the decision to actually run, but waited a couple years to come down the escalator.
Yeah.
Now here it is. Yeah, because Trump went on Kimmel or Obama went on Kimmel and goes, you know, at least I went down as president, and now Trump's going to get his second term. And he's and he earned them both. I'd forgotten when Obama was on the ropes in 2008, John McCain bailed him out.
So
and that basically said, "Oh, it's okay to cross over and vote for this guy." So, and then by the second time, he still almost found a way to blow the second one, but Romney just imploded. His campaign imploded.
Romney was not great.
So, I said, be careful what you wish for. Because I said, two of the greatest political miscalculations of all time was Saddam Hussein trying to kill George Bush's father. Whether you agree with what he did or not, a lot of the Gulf War was basically getting back for daddy. I'm sorry, the second one, the one in the 2000s, you went after him because getting back, pay back for daddy. And what Obama did to Trump, because thanks to that, we have what we have today.
Yeah, Ashley's also saying that she's talking over here, but where she is at Kiwi Town, right? That you can apply for full time and get it.
Huh. Nice.
Did they ever do the war cries rework? Because apparently that's a big thing over there in
war cries.
The Kiwis, yeah, they have their own
New Zealand.
New Zealand, yeah.
What wars do they fight in?
So
they're not Australian. They don't fight emus.
No. They have a culture thing. They have like you ever seen those videos?
Oh yeah. No, I know what you're talking about. I don't know if they call it war.
If I ever witnessed that in firsthand, there's no way I would not be laughing my ass off. I'd get my ass kicked because I just look so weird and out of place.
I'm like thinking like Braveheart when you say war cry, and I'm like, what war are they fighting in New Zealand? Okay, never mind.
They're fighting against the kiwi birds. They're taking over.
The kiwi birds.
The great kiwi invasion. No. I'm surprised if there ever was a war, it'd be like Australia versus like New Zealand, because they just hate each other. You call a New Zealand an Australian or vice versa, it's like a death sentence. Yeah, the haka. Yeah. So now that you're over there, I'm just curious if you witnessed that at all, or it's not as popular. I mean, because I imagine like you have to at least see it once, or
Apparently, Johnny Somali got kicked out of South Korea, and everyone I'm seeing it pop up like 5 times, 6 times as I'm scrolling down.
You heard he was offended because they're
7 times.
Apparently, he after he did all this crap, he was offended because they showed up and then they were calling him the N-word.
I heard about that. I didn't know that they kicked him out of the country though. That's pretty legit. Like,
And I
honestly,
thought, I
president of
literally
Islam.
thought because they said there was like the Korean gangs or youth were like we're looking for him.
Well, he was like humping a statue of a woman in public too. Like that dude had no chill.
Mm.
Like it
Wait a
was
minute, he was-
ridiculous.
He was humping a statue of a woman at Publix.
Yeah, no, not in Publix.
Oh, in North Korea, Publix, well, everything
No,
serving is a
no.
pleasure.
North Korea is where they wanted to send Johnny Somali. I don't think they actually did that.
So
That
if-
would have made.
Do any of you guys remember a pitcher named John Rocker?
That's something.
Oh, like a baseball pitcher?
Yeah.
the team.
He got in trouble for apparently saying some off-color things and
Mm.
Ooh.
basically got drummed out of baseball because, you know, baseball is really politically correct. But
Oh.
he's back on Twitter for the first time in years. And so we're in Delaware, they elected a trans woman to Congress.
Yeah, I did see that. Yeah.
His tweet was, "Congrats, bro."
That's pretty great. Love it.
Oh,
Seeing what else is going on here. Apparently, Mark Hamill just like went missing. Like nobody's heard from Mark Hamill in 48 hours. So people are like, "What happened to him?"
No, that's not true. That's not true. I did finally see a post from Mark.
Did
Hamill.
you? Oh, I haven't seen one.
You mean
in-
he's
Yeah,
not?
what did he say?
He's not
Huh?
sitting there with a glass of scotch
There
or
it is.
bourbon. And
Yeah,
just,
he said, "They say we get the leaders we deserve. Either that has been disproven, or this is not the America we all thought we're living in."
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
So dramatic.
That is so
oh,
dramatic.
it says no. Pixel was the one humping a statue of a woman in Publix,
Oh.
where statues are
Oh.
pleasured.
No, I'm not getting fired.
Exactly. It wasn't the female statue. It was the male statue.
What is wrong with these people? Yeah,
These
we've been on the
people.
wrong end
Which
of
ones?
the Mark Hamills of the world, the Mark Wades, we've been on the wrong end of these.
Well, you know what's
Oh,
wrong
well,
with them?
well, Mitch Gerard can go fuck himself.
You know
Did you
what?
hear what he said? He said, "My dog died and my country died on back-to-back days."
So we don't like Mark Wade, Mark Hamill, Mark Brooks. You know what? You know what they are? They're a bunch of marks.
Mark
So-
Brooks,
Did you see?
I at least had a somewhat civil exchange with a while back on Twitter.
Hold on. I gotta let this guy in. You want to say something?
MK.
Okay.
Okay.
We're gonna change up the name of it, right? MK.
Okay.
Mr. Garrison.
How are you doing?
Yeah, how you guys doing? All right. Yeah, you know, I never realized where the MK came from until like mid 2000s, because I was one of the late boomers for cable, and my friend who was obsessed with South Park used to say that all the time. Like, where the hell is that from? Why do you always say that? And then he showed me some episodes. I was like, oh, okay, I get it now.
How's it going there, Mr. Han?
Did y'all
Yeah.
see the post that said we have to have a very, very uncomfortable conversation about Latino voters in this country?
Man, they turned on Latinos.
My
quick.
God, yes,
Dude.
they do. They get that way every time. They'll say the most racist shit. Oh,
Like I
They
said, go
turn
watch the Dave
fast.
Chappelle, Chris Rock SNL from like 4 or 5 years ago. Or later.
It was 8 years ago. It's from 2016.
Yeah.
this is the worst thing our country has ever done. And they look at each other and they
Yeah.
just laugh. I lose it every time.
He's like, you know, we're just a bunch of racists. He's like, yep.
Dude, Jeremy Adams is going to be in New Orleans in January.
Kentucky. Kentucky's where
Wait,
all the
is it near
racists
St.
live. All the
Don't stop the Saint
I
Rock. Come on,
hey,
get a
I-
different one.
It was at.
No, we have a Comic-Con in January, and I did not
They
know Jeremy
say-
Adams was
They
coming.
say these issues today. I guess I was reading that, and they had Saint in there. You know, okay, because I'm highly
That's
convinced.
literally one of the first
Go there,
pages,
and
yeah.
they say like, "Where am I at?" And they spit on the ground. They're like, "That's where you're at."
Oh, I thought you were talking about for a second those chicks that went viral, the hot cool girl, whatever.
Do you
That
think,
thought that's what he was
anything
referencing
other than
to.
sex?
what? No,
Yeah,
I'm not even talking. I didn't say sex. I was talking about the hot cool girl. Because when you said
Yeah.
you're always thinking about girls, bro.
I thought that too. You went,
That's the thing.
time.
You
What
do
are we supposed to
the.
think, sir?
That's
Like
what
my girl,
people.
okay,
That's
no.
the world we live in.
Yeah, it's like it's
A bunch of degenerates.
Oh God.
Yep, the world I live in has a 24/7 Batman channel.
Yep.
I'm watching a Joker episode right now.
Oh, nice.
oh, what from the '66 series or like an animated?
Yeah, there's this thing I have has this 24/7 channel for TV shows, but they just run them. It's whatever. You have no say in what you can't like go to a specific episode.
Oh,
So
okay.
I have no idea why this even exists because they have shows like Arrow and Banshee that basically like one episode takes the next one you had to have seen the one before. So if you just come in like in the middle of a season, you don't know what the hell you're watching. So it's weird, but it's
Actually, I agree. Social media is fun right now. The fact that you actually have a choice, you can, if you don't like Twitter, you can go to Blue Sky or Instagram or Facebook.
Instagram is pretty fun.
If you're feeling kind of like nostalgic, you can go to MySpace. It's still there.
Facebook is still going somewhat strong.
Well, I bet Blue Sky's a fun place to be right now.
I almost want to get a Blue Sky.
And again, you're already seeing some people that did just like in 2016. Oh, they're stealing again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a cool shirt.
They don't hear themselves. They don't think, and it drives me crazy.
I know.
Yeah, they say that it was stolen. Of course, 2020 was the only one that wasn't. When a vegetable got over 10 million votes more than any
3 o'clock in the
candidate had ever gotten in the history of American elections.
Well,
and they want us to believe that.
And then they had to wait days. Never. Listen,
happened.
I've only been around for a handful compared to you, Mr. Green.
So you bring that up. You bring up the days part. Florida. We counted twice.
In a day. Less than 24 hours.
Let Pixel finish his point.
Sorry.
I was saying, I've only been around for a handful more, but never. 2020 took it felt like a week to finally go ahead and get them to announce, well, it is definitely Joe Biden now. So there you go. Never has it taken that long before. It's insane.
2000.
2000?
43 days.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because all the recounts.
Now then, I want you
Listen, I was 2 years old.
I want you to stand up. I want you to go to your nearest mirror. I want you to pull out one of those pixel fingers, extend it. There you go. From me to you. You little bastard.
Okay, I'm sorry. Listen. I am simply looking at it as we don't have Al Gore crying right now. Okay.
I
forgot about him for a long time.
Texting back and forth with Joe today, and something about presidents came up, and so I listed the presidents that I've kind of respected in my lifetime. Obviously Trump, obviously Reagan. I had Clinton on that list. I had Nixon on there.
Lincoln.
And then the president that was president when I was born, John F. Kennedy. That's how old I am.
Dude, how is no one talking about we're going to see the JFK files now? Now that Trump is president, he's going to like unredact all the information, all the files on it.
He said the UFO files as well.
Yeah, dude. Why is nobody else talking about that? Nobody. They don't want the truth. That's what it is. They're just scared.
Truth
That's
is out there.
Anyway, I'm excited about the JFK thing. That's exciting to me.
So how old were you when JFK got assassinated? My mom was in school, but I remember
I was in my dad's eyeballs as a strand.
Oh yeah, well I know none of us.
No. Breen was born in '62, so
yeah, I was a year and a half old.
Oh, okay.
So I was probably still. Yeah, I'm sure I was still pooping my diapers. So
no, you're holding the gun.
Yeah. But that is, I mean, it is crazy to think about that. John F. Kennedy was president when I was born.
That's wild. That is legit wild. That's cool though. Well, who was I talking to the other day? I was talking to somebody because my favorite president is Teddy Roosevelt. So I was talking about Teddy Roosevelt, who also got shot while he was on stage. Except the difference between him and Trump, the bullet hit Teddy Roosevelt. But he stayed on stage and continued his speech. I think he mocked the guy that shot him.
Have I told y'all my favorite assassination
holy crap.
story? What?
Oh, he's like
Where'd
he's
Pixel
like
go? Oh, there he is.
Oh, it's Clark
Not
Kent.
Superman, guys.
He's back.
Have I told you my favorite assassination attempt story?
No.
What? Wow. Okay, so is this a personal story or is this like
I don't know what it says about the personality of someone that has a favorite assassination.
know.
attempt.
John Wilkes Booth is my favorite, guys.
Listen,
Was this your favorite thing that you attempted or that somebody else did?
Andrew Jackson
Go ahead, Thomas.
Oh,
Brooks. Tell
yeah.
us.
was standing on a stage and giving a speech. Halfway through, this man who's very, very much not a fan decided he was going to assassinate Andrew Jackson with not one, but 2 pistols. So he had them both ready. He pulled them out, fired one, it didn't go off. He fired the other one, no, it didn't. It didn't go off again. Andrew Jackson saw this, hopped off the stage, and started beating the man half to death with his cane. He had to have his people come on down and pull him off so he didn't kill the man. It was,
Oh my goodness.
oh, I love it.
And then
I
you find
love
out the
it.
guy actually
Andrew
had 2
Jackson
bananas.
also had some fun history.
America!
He was not good in some ways because
No,
like
no, it
he
wasn't good in some
displaced a
ways.
lot of net. But on the other hand, at his funeral, they could not have his pet parrot at the funeral because the parrot picked up all of his cursing and swearing. And so at Andrew Jackson's funeral, his bird is there just cursing up a storm. They had to remove his pet bird from his own funeral.
What the fuck? Why?
So wait. I actually sounds like you're older than Pixel because she said Clinton was the president when she was born.
Clinton was
I can't-
president when Pixel was born too.
Well, hold on. When did he?
93 to 2000.
Yeah.
Was it really
yeah.
that long? Wow.
Because George Sr. was, I don't remember, but George Sr. was president when I was born. I do remember seeing Clinton on newspapers and on.
Wait a
the
minute, what
news.
year were you born?
I was born in '88.
Yeah, Reagan was still president.
Was that Reagan?
That was
Okay, I thought it
Reagan's
was
last
Bush
year.
Senior's.
Yeah,
Okay.
I was 85. Yeah.
Yeah, Beckman, you were born like what, 94, 93, something around there.
I just said 85.
Oh, my fault.
Yeah,
All right.
but to be fair, nobody here listens to anybody.
That's
so
true.
that's-
Yeah. Just kind of.
I keep forgetting that Eric's here because I don't see him on camera.
Then you're not going to.
No, you don't see him because you're blind and tasteless.
I got 2 years on you, so I'm the second oldest.
Well,
here.
who's licking me then? Because I'm not. I didn't say I had a taste.
I hope nobody.
I would. Yeah, thank you. I would say the same thing. What on earth? What on earth?
Pixel, why are you making odd faces?
Sorry, I was looking at Twitter.
I thought maybe you were working on like facial exercises for whatever it was.
Twitter will
when you
do
would be-
that.
Yeah.
I think I
I'm not
lost
the
a
one that
bunch
goes
of.
under a bridge, guys.
I lost a
on.
bunch of followers too. Like I woke up this morning, like I had 30
94,
followers.
So she is older than you.
30 followers missing this morning. I don't know if it was bots or just
On-
people
on
got
what,
figured out who I voted for, and they were like, "No,
What, on your Twitter?
deuces." Yeah,
I
on
mean,
Twitter.
You mean the mob actually like said this guy's no longer a threat anymore, so they kind of left.
Zach, I doubt if anybody
I doubt.
didn't know who you were voting for.
I doubt.
with
Yeah, I was
those
about to
followers.
say, if you, I mean, shoot, all you gotta do is like not even scroll down my thing. But like, I haven't been blocked from anybody. Like, I checked Denise Camp's Twitter, and
I'm very good at avoiding.
still good.
Yeah, so I was shocked to see that Wes is a big Denise Camp fan.
I'm
No,
not.
he likes that he likes that book.
20th
because
Century
it's
Man.
so. No, he likes Ultimate Avengers because it's so bad.
Oh, I
Oh,
like
it's like-
Avengers because
He kind of likes that the same way we liked America Chavez.
Mm.
I
And
actually.
by the way, Pixel, have you responded to Maranya's comment yet?
No, I saw. I'm not
Aw.
Superman. Pixel, that's something. Oh, I didn't read it fully.
Aw,
Oh, what the hell?
that's just mean.
What the hell, Maranya?
That's mean. Funny.
Well, if that's the case, then you might as well just save your money. Then let's not go.
Oh, are you going back over there? Back over to Asia?
I go this December. Going to
Nice.
going to propose.
He missed having the
What?
cockroaches.
Wait,
crawl
what?
across
I'm
the
sorry. Did I hear the P word? You're going to propose?
It's been
Well, that's for the
over
P
6
word.
years now. So yeah,
Shoot.
And
Right
how
on,
many
dude.
times have you seen her?
I went over there for like 2 weeks last year.
Was that the first and only time you've seen her?
Yeah,
Wow.
because I got screwed over by COVID.
Oh, yeah.
So 2019. It was the end of 2019. I bought my plane ticket. It was literally
they're on
the next
Kansas
day that
start
they
time.
announced that, hey, this thing, by the way, is shutting down the world. I lost $719. No,
Do you have a-
$790.
Do you ever think that maybe that was a sign?
Do you have a picture of this girl?
I do, but I won't share it because
Yeah,
Yeah.
let me.
just because I'm live.
Yeah.
Oh,
That might
okay,
be.
that's fair, but it's yeah, when we're off camera sometime. Yeah, you'll
Yeah, no, absolutely.
It's like a stock Walmart photo.
it'll have trademark next to it.
Your name.
Just
And
like
then
Kim earlier today.
No, and then Zach will
paid for it.
no, and then Zach will complain about her hands.
Thank you, Austin.
Oh, that was good. That was a good one. Do more like that. That was good. Oh man.
Zach
You just like it because it wasn't aimed at you for a change.
No, part of it was. Part of it was, but yeah.
I'm
it was-
sorry, other
oh, man.
pixel.
Other pixel.
But you don't have my fingers.
From Pixel. Well, nobody wants your fingers.
Show your hands right now.
Oh my gosh. Oh, mine? Yeah, there you go.
Pixel, I was going to ask you, are you like
Yes,
nearsighted
yes.
or are you nearsighted or farsighted? Like where you like are you blind as about without the glasses? Or?
Oh yeah, everything's blur. Everything's
Ah.
Oh, I got you.
Where'd he go?
I have a friend like that. He can't see anything.
Hi, my name's Steve. How are you doing?
You look more like a Jerry.
Do I?
Nah, I'm just
Jerry.
kidding. More like
You
more
look
like
a
a
little
Jerry.
bit like my nephew.
Which part?
Uncle? No.
Barry the platypus.
Oh, speaking of which, I was talking to
Barry
Brandon
the
the other day. We might be reading a Phineas and Ferb comic book soon.
They have Phineas and Ferb comic
I
books.
must be around for that.
Oh my
Either
gosh.
me or Breen. We got it down.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
Barry the platypus.
Disney released. They had one trade. I think, it was actually, and it had about like 5 stories in it.
And you know what? I'm very excited for the new series. They released a poster for it. It's
Wait,
gonna
they're doing a new Phineas
be,
and Ferb
they're
series?
doing more Phineas and Ferb.
So as long,
We figured that Melissa would be. Yeah, this story has Doofenshmirtz's daughter,
Okay.
and she'd be perfect for that. Amy would be perfect for like if Isabella's in it,
What
and
you
probably be or you would not uncomfortably perfect for it.
Late Austin.
Yeah, but
Oh,
I think,
oh, that sucks.
if you take Doofenshmirtz, I might just have to reduce myself to audience participation because
What
I
about
don't
Mickey
think
Monogram?
if he's in it.
He
should
be in it.
Well, I don't know if he's in that issue, but I'm
No.
assuming that Doofenshmirtz is.
No, he's under all of it. He's in that.
Okay.
The thing is, though, it's like, what am I gonna do? The platypus
Phineas?
noises.
Phineas?
Only if I can get Ferb next to me.
Well, Ferb doesn't speak much.
But
he's
when
British.
he does, he always speaks with something of great meaning.
Yes.
I want to ask you guys.
And he's got a crush on Vanessa.
That's true. And you know what? Vanessa ain't exactly.
Well, I hope that he's gonna watch out for the fat guy, Wilson Fisk.
When he was a boy.
Now, if we like,
No, I was a boy.
of course, I said, if Baljeet, because that would use your Mickey voice for that.
Maranya says, "I'll set all these rings. I have no idea whatsoever about."
Phineas, what are you talking about?
Go educate yourself. Don't be a heathen like that.
Listen, this show.
I know
is
what
one of the
Phineas
best
and Ferb
things.
is. Do you know what Gravity Falls is?
Yes, it's better
Okay.
than Phineas and Ferb.
No,
Yeah, that actually is true. That
I don't
actually
have
is
to.
based
I don't
on-
have to have ever seen an episode of Gravity
Listen,
Falls to say no, sir,
listen.
you are wrong.
Those are two very different things. That's like apples and oranges.
And
One,
I like oranges better than
That's
apples.
That's fair. That's fair.
Look, the different. Okay, the thing that makes Phineas and Ferb a masterpiece, governor piece, is that it's there. I've never watched an episode that didn't make me laugh out loud, and there's never been anything in any of those episodes that you couldn't show to a 3-year-old. It is truly all ages humor, and when all ages humor can get all ages laughing, that
That's something
that is
special.
so hard to do.
That is a
And
very
it's
difficult
like
thing to do.
it's hilariously wholesome. If I 2-word description.
Gravity Falls, Maranya, is a Disney cartoon where these two twins are sent to live with their step uncle up in like the Northwest, and there's like ghosty, spooky, weird stuff that happens. It's pretty entertaining. I enjoyed the mess out of it.
Yeah, it's like they're in like the town they're the place they're living in is like their grandfather.
It's called Gravity Falls.
Yeah,
your grunkle. Great
Grunkle.
uncle.
Great
Stan.
uncle. Yeah,
Great Uncle
Runs
Stan.
an
He's a con
audience.
man. He's
Yeah.
a con man. He sounds like
Right.
Ben Grimm with a little bit of Alicia thrown in.
I love it because he's got the little fez cap.
The little fez, yeah. Actually,
And
you know
his
they
cane with the
altered.
8-ball? I
His
want
name's-
that cane.
His name's Stan.
His name is Stan. They altered the little logo that was on it. Like Disney went in there and they changed because it looks like a little fish or something, but they changed it. I don't know what they changed it to. I forgot what it was. But it
So
was like,
basically,
they
yeah,
really messed with it.
Maranya, like I said, you can get the first season of Phineas and Ferb on YouTube free. You just type in Phineas and Ferb and episodes will pop up.
Oh. Well, yeah. And
I don't know about Gravity Falls because I've never checked. for
Gravity
that.
Falls. Is
It's
on
on Disney Plus.
It's on Disney Plus,
yeah.
or you can find it on maybe a DVD.
Well, she said she doesn't have Disney Plus, but you can get Phineas and Ferb on just regular YouTube.
Oh, nice. Okay. That's cool.
Gravity Falls should be available on through the Disney YouTube. Probably.
Zach, when I'm getting ready to watch some of those episodes, you know what I do?
What do you do? You
I say
wear a
I
fedora?
know. I say I know what I'm going to do today.
But see, my thing is,
And he
There's
says
only-
he watches it.
there's only 108 days of summer vacation. So if they've had
104.
104,
I don't even watch it, and I
Comes along just to wreck it.
I've had one cup
The
of
annual
coffee all day.
problem for our generation is finding a good way to spend it.
Like maybe
So is it going to be
fighting a
winter?
monkey,
The winter vacation?
climbing up the
or-
Eiffel Tower? Nah, 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 nah.
discovering something that doesn't exist, or giving a
The monkey a shower. Nah, nah, nah. Building
Surfing
us something.
waves,
that's-
creating nanobots, locating
Frankenstein's brain.
brain,
It's over here.
finding a dodo bird, painting a continent, or driving
Her sister insane. Phineas!
As you can see, there's a
There's
whole
a whole lot of
stuff
fun
to
to do
do.
before school starts its fault. Nah, 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 nah. So stick with us, cause Phineas and Ferb are gonna do it all.
I did not expect this to be happening.
I know it's like
Phineas and
They
Ferb
are gonna do it all. Mom, Phineas is making a title sequence.
That was great.
That was somebody should clip that.
Eric Breen has made dreams come true today. He's
Or
saying
nightmares.
far more of that than I expected him to. It's not unusual to hear me sing, but
MK. I was like MK is speeches over there.
Yeah, I was eating some honeycomb.
Oh, honeycombs are good.
He's like, we're talking about cartoons. I'm gonna start going back to the
Hey,
90s.
if you're gonna talk about cartoons and he's gonna eat sugary cereal, I get the connection. They go together.
Yeah, I don't eat too much because I eat too much sugar, then I'll be up, But yeah,
Yeah.
a little bit. Is that a beer or is that root beer?
it's a
I'm just curious.
Angry Orchard.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah,
That's a
Hard
good one.
cider. Oh, okay, gotcha.
Angry Orchard.
You guys remember years
That was
back
a
when
little
like
sweeter than Reds. I
what was
think.
it? Mike's Hard Lemonade was like such a bad or whatever.
Mike's Hard is pretty good.
I'm pretty
I
sure
like
I
it.
was
I'll
already
like it.
retired
Every
before
now
that
and
came out.
Phrasing.
yeah, you were.
Mike's Hard Lemonade is pretty good.
No, you said Mike's Hard's pretty good.
I shortened it. Lemonade is a 3
And there was the other one, right? Long Island Hard Tea or something.
I never had that.
I was
Never
first
had that.
IT, but that was an alcohol.
Yep, I missed the whole craft beer, the IPs, all that shit.
Kind of let down by the whole craft beer. I've tried one or two. I just don't like. I figured out I just don't like most beers. There's
Well,
like
Venkman
beer
knows
that
what I would have if I could come out of drinking retirement for one day without risking everything. Venkman knows what I would try.
1 second.
We're about to see it.
Hold on. I have it here somewhere.
Is it a banquet?
A bit
Yeah, a Coors Banquet.
Dude,
Yeah.
that's my drink.
No.
Yeah, I know. Your
Maybe it's
drink.
Sam
It
Adams.
was Johnny Lawrence's drink first, sir.
I
Give
drank
him the credit he is
Have you
due.
tried Dragon Milk, Zach?
I have not. What is Dragon Milk?
Dragon Milk
Gross.
is it is a very powerful beer.
Okay.
It's 11%. Per
No,
bottle.
the only beer that I will drink is I will have Heineken
So-
with lime.
Dragon's Milk is what basically Mark Campbell was sucking on for about a while.
Aww.
Why do you say these things?
Low hanging fruit, sir.
Why are you
Low
like-
hanging.
Like fruit.
Did you
Have you
find-
had it? Have you had
Yeah, I
Dragon
did.
Milk?
Real
Okay,
men drink fat tire.
Fat tire.
Amber.
No.
Yeah, that's
I haven't.
from Bosch.
Oh, okay.
And I
I
heard
have-
it's not particularly good, but that's
Yeah.
okay.
It's all right.
I haven't.
Alright.
I have a friend of the family.
Still waiting on that sweater though. Green.
And he's pretty much a common beer drinker. So he has a ton of beers that
Common beer
He'll
drinker.
go
Just
home, he'll drink one or two and then call it a day.
it just sounds funny, like a common beer drinker. He's not a noble
Well,
like us. He's a
When you do
common
it casually, you know. And
He imbibes with the hoi polloi.
Yes. Pixel, you must be
Connoisseur.
Pixel. You're holding your beer improperly. You must have the pinky fully extended.
Cash on comic style.
Hey, Eric, do you ever hear of a brand called it's a brand that my folks used to say they used to drink when they were
All right, so she found a season 1 playlist on Disney X channel YouTube.
Nice.
I think it
Go
was called
ahead, MK.
No, I was saying, do you ever hear I think it was called Valentine or
Oh, yeah.
Valentine?
Yeah, when I collected beer cans, I think I had a cone top Valentine.
Oh,
Never had one, but
okay. Yeah, it's like an older brand, right?
You know,
Mhm.
I'm going to go back and I'm going to pause these because Pixel is making the sneeze voices, so he's just like the mouth open. I'm going to screen capture, and those will be my new backgrounds for when we do the
Bless you.
readings.
Bless you
Oh.
again.
Hey, he's got a Slimer figure. I just noticed that.
You know, as a performer,
So-
Pixel, I
So
would
that's-
think you'd want us to have audio too.
Bless you again. I'm out of bless yous. Now you're getting
What?
curses. You're getting curses now. I'm out of blesses.
Oh, jeez.
So if you sneeze again, it's
When's the last
on
time you
you.
played Dungeons and Dragons, Zach?
I played Baldur's Gate 2 months ago. That's about
Ballers
as close
Gate?
as-
That sounds great.
Yep. Baldur's Gate 3, yeah.
I think you said ballers, like shot
No,
callers.
Baldur's Gate,
Oh.
the video game.
No, Baldur's Gate 3 came out.
Yeah.
It's fun.
It's really fun. Listen, if you want to play something like
No.
Dragon Age, but not the new
No.
one, Baldur's Gate is a good.
I
alternative.
recommend go way back for the PS2. I think it might have been in the original Xbox. It was called The Bard's Tale.
I vaguely remember that.
It was a
Very
Baldur's Gate, I guess, spinoff.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this is the third one, so yeah,
Yeah.
it makes sense.
Yeah, I never really played Boring's Gate 3, you know?
Boring's Gate.
I mean Baldur's Gate.
Excuse
but-
you. Excuse
Wow.
Well, he meant
Wow,
I meant
MK.
Baldur's Gate, my fault. It's,
no, he meant Bowling's Gate, where the plane door falls off. And
Bowling.
like,
Made me laugh more than I should have. That's pretty funny. Boeing's Gate.
No, I'm just joking. You ever played
No,
Breath
I
of the
know,
Wild?
no, I know. So
You seem like a Breath of the Wild type of guy. Maybe. I don't know.
Kind of, sort of. I started it. I have a bad habit. I don't finish the video games I start. I'm within 30 minutes. I know that if I sat down for 30, I could do this tonight. I could go finish Spider-Man 2. The whole game would be done. But I have a terrible problem with finishing games.
Eric's like, can I go back talking about Phineas Ferb? I have no idea what you're talking about.
I need to finish Hogwarts Legacy.
I'm barely into that one. But yeah.
It's so good.
That's what she said.
It's so good.
No, that's what I would say. If I'm the one that's barely into it, I would
When
be
was
the
the
one to
last time
say
you
that.
played? Did you ever play Dungeons and Dragons at all, Zach?
I used to play Dungeons and Dragons on Saturday mornings. We had a group. The Lesters were in it actually.
Wow.
We used to play Saturday mornings.
That's
But then Saturday mornings just got crazy, and we'd have to get up like early. So
a Dungeons and Dragons like game for that. I remember for like the Atari or Super NES
yeah,
back in the day.
Yeah,
Oh,
there are
it's
a lot of
different.
dungeon
Yeah,
crawler
there's a
games.
board. I used to play the board game where you would set up the catapults on the rug. and
Oh,
it
wow.
was- I think it was a Dungeons and Dragons. I mean, I only played it a few times. My friend was really into. He was into that.
Oh.
Magic. Remember Magic the Gathering? That card
Yeah.
game. Yeah, that game still confuses me to this day.
Dude,
But,
dude, I don't know what's nerdier, people who play Yu-Gi-Oh or people who play Magic the Gathering at this point.
yeah, I can never get into it, but he
Well,
tried to teach me, and I'm like,
listen.
I don't know.
Magic is nerdy.
Yeah.
Yu-Gi-Oh makes him a weeb. Those are the rules.
those are the rules. That is
Marvel
true.
Multiverse now, they've been multiverse for a long time.
No, there's a the
Yeah, no,
Here's
if there
what
were
you're going to.
after I left, because I haven't played with them in a while. Ethereal is in that group though, and they still play on Saturday mornings, and it's a Marvel
Oh,
RPG.
you're talking about
now.
RPG, okay.
Okay, which between Magic the Gathering and Yu-Gi-Oh? Is that it?
Yeah, don't you remember Yu-Gi-Oh was like based off the video?
Okay,
Cartoon show.
which players have the greater chance of being pantsed than shoved in a locker?
I'll say which one actually get you pick up chicks and like actually have a
I
chance to
think
get laid.
the Yu-Gi-Oh. I don't.
Well, the
think you have a
Pokemon
chance.
kids too. Don't forget them. My old
I'm
comic
gonna-
shop.
I'm gonna
I remember the
Whoa,
Pokemon
whoa,
kids.
no, Diddy.
I'm going to go with the guy
Pokemon-
that just shoved one of those players into a locker as having the best chance of getting a woman.
Well, here's the thing.
Everybody
guess
played
They aren't
Pokemon
lockers
when I was a
anymore.
kid.
I mean, people still buy Pokemon cards because remember 2020,
Uh-huh.
that was the hottest thing. Like, if you get certain cards, you can flip them.
Yeah.
My nieces were buying Pokemon cards and then flipping and selling them for twice the value on eBay,
Dude,
making money.
We,
Oh my
we
God.
had
There's an episode of
worth a lot.
Recess just like that.
when I was 12, we had kids at my church that would meet in the restroom and trade cards like it was a drug deal or something going on.
I was like
Like,
the peanuts, like
They would just like be over there like in the corner, like you just go in to like wash your hands or whatever, and you'd leave. These kids
Hey.
would be like by the door trading cards with each other. Two got in a fight one time actually, because one said that
Like-
he's trading him a hologram and it wasn't. There was a whole dispute. It was wild.
Yeah, we ended like
Absolutely wild.
we stopped doing about 37 minutes ago. It was pretty fast.
It was a
37.
little longer than 37 minutes ago. It was almost
That's
an
what
hour
she
now.
said.
We might
That-
need to wrap this up just so it's not a 5-hour stream on the channel.
What? Well, who care? We don't care.
Yeah, we
Okay,
don't
then
care.
never
It's on
mind.
our channel.
We're gonna stay all night. How about that?
I'm
We're
not
gonna
maybe-
leave, but leave the stream running.
Yeah, no problem.
Pokemon.
Like I said, it's nice that you still showed up though. Like I said, like I didn't think anyone was gonna show up at all because it's like what 2 in the morning now for you? Almost
No, it's only 1:15.
1:15.
That's 12:17 for me. I actually might have to leave in a moment because I do have work in the morning. So
What
I
time?
can hang out for a little bit. I've got to be up at 6:30.
I'm sorry.
Oh.
It's the nature of the season. It's
Why can't we all just have millions of dollars and just sit here?
Why can't we? Gosh darn it! Well, it's because Trump hadn't been president. That's why.
You're a sandwich
it's-
maker, right, Zach?
Am I a what?
Did you say you're like a sandwich maker or something, or a manager?
No,
That's
I am not. It's actually funny. My sister used to work for Subway, so she used to be a. They prefer
Oh,
the
okay.
term sandwich artist.
Oh, okay. Artist? Okay.
No,
I'm-
I work in medical insurance.
Is it-
So
Yeah.
does your husband ever say, "Yo, honey, art me a sandwich"?
I do remember though Zach saying that he was offered a full-time job at Subway and he got scared because Jared was there.
No, there's a picture. I took a picture with Jared from Subway. We met him at like a charity 4K or something, charity 5K when I was a barista for this coffee house. We went to like this.
A
We went
barista.
to
Okay,
this-
that's what I was thinking. The barista.
Yeah, we went to like this local 5K. It was like a big, like a little local celebrity, and Jared was there, and everyone still liked him at the time. So we were like, "Oh yeah, let's get a picture with Jared." And then like a year later, all of that.
I understand the
unfolds.
kids really liked him.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it was very like wholesome.
I had
You
to go
know?
delete that. I found that I untagged myself from that photo as soon as I found out what happened. I was like, I untag, delete.
No, back up.
Isn't he still in jail for that or something?
I
or-
believe
Yes.
he is. Yeah.
Yeah, he's sharing a cell with that old DC writer.
So here's the question to round out our conversation, because again, I made the mistake of looking at Twitter again. Do you think we're going to see the Democratic version of January 6th happening, or
Well, honestly, if it was
No,
going to
and I'll
happen, you would have
tell you
seen,
why.
I
you
don't
would have
think
seen it
so.
today now.
No, I'll tell you why you're not. Because then that will allow them the illusion of having the high road taken.
okay?
Good point. I did see they finally started protesting in Chicago.
Yeah, and also,
Yeah, that's not right.
this
Longer than I
election
thought it
was
would.
such a clear mandate. It just, because you said there were legitimate concerns about 2020, and that whole thing just did not go over well, even with Republicans.
As far as the
So,
riots go,
I don't think it. I don't think.
I don't think it'll get as bad as 2020 because the fact that we've experienced it now, we know how to prevent it, and pretty much there's going to be people serving actual real jail time. I think they're going to burn down places.
I don't think Soros is going to spend the money this time.
Yeah, that too. They're all paid
Because
professionals.
it's the difference was, there was
The ruined Trump.
there were
Trump's
skirmishes in 2016, wholesale rioting in 2020, but this time around, it's not going to be. The reason why they got away with it in 2020 was special circumstances. Now it would be year one of a president and a party that's got a clear mandate.
Well, 2020 was to make it seem like Trump's whole year is horrible. Like why let's get somebody new because this guy is. Look at all the riots because of Trump.
If honestly we could have just, if COVID hadn't happened, I do think.
Oh, there. Okay.
Okay, are you okay? You sound like you're going into a ceiling fan.
Huh? Oh no, I'm sorry. I was actually just-
He's that guy from Raiders of the Lost
You're-
Ark.
you're
before
where?
He meets the airplane propeller.
Hold on. What did you say, MK? You're in the bathroom?
No. I said I was clipping something like fingernail. Was kind of like bleeding, and I'm trying to rip it off without.
Your finger? Oh,
No. Just a piece of the
it's a piece of it. Okay.
Yeah. What do you guys think? Like when Trump's done, right? You think any of his sons are gonna get into politics?
So Vance is what I'm thinking now.
Vance
Because
or Vivek. Vance, Vivek, or Tulsi.
So-
Honestly, any of those three or a combination in those three,
yeah.
I'm for.
You see how tall his son got? What was it, Barron? He was like-
Oh, Barron's Barron's
Delight?
taller than I am.
Hey, hold on a
Barron's
second.
6'9".
Yeah, I'm
Well-
6'2" with shoes.
Oh.
Barron is taller than me. And I'm
Guys,
like
hold on a
20 years
second.
older than him.
Delight, you can still leave your in the comment section down below after this is done. Leave your scores, and Engeltine will figure them into the whole thing. So just because you showed up late, you can still enter. Just leave in the comment section for each cover what your score is. All right, now you may talk over each other again.
Yeah, Barron is freaking giant, and apparently Barron is the
Don't do
reason.
that face. That's gross.
He's the reason Trump and I think Vance ended up going on like all these podcasts like Joe Rogan. I think Barron had a lot to do with that.
Yeah, and Trump was pretty popular on TikTok for a while too, because
Yeah.
they said but as far as the people you mentioned, it's going to be, barring something ridiculous in these 4 years, it's going to be Vance. As far as who
I
the
like
VP
Vance.
would pick would be, it's real easy to say Tulsi at this point
Yeah,
because they're both politicians.
but he and Vivek are also really close though.
Vivek is a businessman. Vivek has talked about maybe primarying Mike DeWine the fuck out of Ohio
Oh,
because
okay.
he's a rhino. But I think Vivek can serve a greater purpose by having something to do with finance in this cabinet.
I think so.
I think Kennedy is going to be they'll put him in health and human services and let him go to work on that.
Yeah.
Obviously, Musk will probably just oversee all of it.
Dude,
and
if Musk is like the efficiency guy and like shreds half the bureaucrats and the Not corporations. Well, affiliations or like organizations, like that'd be amazing.
If I had to pick who I would like to see as Vance's running mate in 2018, with all due respect to Tulsi Gabbard, I want Byron Donald. What?
I'm not familiar with
No, why, Pixel? Are you reacting to that or something you saw on X?
No, something I saw.
Wait,
Okay, because Byron Donald, I don't know what state he
Oh, I
represents.
see him. I see him. I've seen this
but
guy.
he goes on every one of his talk shows and just dismantles them. I mean, he's as sharp as Vance.
I've seen this guy.
And it
honestly
would eliminate one huge talking point for the left.
Yeah, right.
I honestly think we have 4 years to go through, and I know time flies, but
That's
we have
true.
4 years to go through. More people will be coming up than the
Oh yeah, that's what I said to you right
Absolutely.
now, because there's a thing in sports called the way too early. Well, like the day after a season ends, they'll put the way too early rankings for the next year.
Mhm.
It's just something fun to do.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, if I had to pick today, Byron Donald is my pick because I've seen him go toe to toe with all these yapping heads and just make them all look silly. And as much as I like Tulsi Gabbard, I'm sure there are things that would play to her strengths as well.
Yeah.
But I said, the upgrade from Vance, from Pence to Vance is unbelievable. And,
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, so
Absolutely. 100%.
Yeah, Pence just kind of like disappeared. Like what?
well,
He really did. He really
Pence
did. He
was
just
part of
kinda
the deep state. But it'll give you an indication of how much Trump has learned as a politician in these 8 years without having to sell out. You notice he didn't have to pay any of these people to come aboard. And I said one guy can buy or sell Trump 1,000 times over. But they're working together as equal. So I said,
Yeah.
I love this group he's put together.
Also, I was telling this to somebody at church this evening. It's like he brought over people that were former presidential candidates that ran against him in Vivek and Tulsi and RFK. It's like a smart guy does that. He gets like the good competition and finds a way to bring them over and work with
Think about all the numbnuts he was surrounded with the first time.
There was a lot. There was a lot of them. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think this time is going to be much better for him.
Trump is a political veteran now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and he hasn't had to sell his soul along the way because he's never needed this or their money.
Mm-hmm.
And that's something I wish the people that are just blinded by ideology and hatred could understand that.
The world has already forgotten Tim Walz even exists.
Yeah, it's true.
I just saw one picture earlier. It was the one of him playing the video game in front of the computer, and the caption was, "Nobody told Tim Walz he can stop playing Madden now."
Will you watch it when Kamala Ding Dong was about to come out? I'm watching Fox, and they said, "Oh, wait, I see something," and the person said, "Oh no, it's nobody important." And it's Tim Walz and his wife walking by.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
President Putin says that he takes Donald Trump's plan to end the war very seriously, and Russia's he's not even in office yet, and he's potentially ending wars. That's
Well, they're gonna say
unreal.
it's just because he's Putin's puppet. That's why.
Well, then why is he not?
Because
Having
Putin,
Russia-
you know why?
If this is the case, then this makes Putin Trump's puppet because he's making Putin end the war.
Yeah, sounds like you know Trump means business.
Well,
yeah.
The last time when they met, Trump did not shake his hand. Or actually, no, wait, he did, but he crushed it though.
Trump told him that he had a missile that he could aim at his house or at Moscow.
Dude,
or something.
they've got the Space Force. They really want to take him out.
That's true.
We got the GoldenEye, bro.
Anybody ever watch that show on Netflix?
I did. I actually liked it.
Good.
I thought it was pretty good.
Good.
I hate the way that it ends, kind of like on a cliffhanger. I hated
What's
that.
your
It was kind of a comedy series, kind of comedy. Some of it was kind of serious, but it was mostly a comedy called Space Force, and it was Steve Carell, and I think it was John Malkovich was the other big name.
Yeah. and
And
they
it
were
was like
supposed to
in
be
charge
running
of Space Force.
Oh,
Space
okay.
Force.
Space Force.
And while you think it might be very easy to just go ahead and for them to go ahead and make a stupid thing of it, they took it very seriously. Like,
They
no,
did.
we have to
Yep.
go ahead. We have to get this going through. And it was still charming, very funny, and
Yeah.
it didn't just make a mockery of it.
I don't know if that other show. I'm surprised you guys. I don't know if you remember, like you and Venkman. If you guys ever reviewed it, it was the Star Trek like parody show from a couple of years ago. I cannot remember the name.
The Orville. The
Yeah, the Orville. Thanks.
That
Yeah,
was a good show too.
Did they switch channels or something, or streaming services? Something happened with that.
It was the first 2 seasons might have been on Fox, and then the third season, or it might have just been the first season was on Fox, and then the other 2 were for Hulu, I think it was. But I think after the third season, I think they pulled the plug on it because it was just impossible to work out shooting arrangements with everybody, which is unfortunate because the Orville was a really good show.
Yeah, my
I've
father
only
loved that.
seen one episode and a handful of clips, but Ted on Peacock looks really good.
Oh, yeah,
I did not see Ted. I really had no
do you
desire
think-
to see Ted.
We got like I said, I know we're going back to the whole protest right now in Chicago. Do you think they'll do that when he's actually sworn in? Do you think they'll just stop? Like they'll be because they're doing it right now because they know they get away with it.
I don't know. Depends on who pays to bust them in.
Yeah, and is that the only one so far?
That's
Right
the
now,
only one I saw.
the only one, yeah.
The only
And
one
they'll
I've
say
seen
there
was
was-
in Chicago, and it was in front of Trump Tower. So
Yeah.
Apparently, there was a gathering at Auburn University, but it was to celebrate Trump's win.
Ooh, Scott Baio
Makes more
actually got a
sense.
post.
Yeah. God, so when did J.K. Rowling basically become
conservative?
a conservative?
With the women's
When you had the people.
No,
going
I know
after
all that,
her,
but that was like, but that seemed to be her only issue where she disagreed with them. But
yeah,
I saw it's just
It's been like this for the past 4 years, I think.
4 years
actually.
or so. Yeah, somewhere in the last 4 years.
It's exactly that picture that people will post when it was left, right, somebody in the center, and the more left the left goes, the more somebody that is even-minded, as it were.
So here's the thing:
Right
like
way.
she's
Well, the
being conservative
transsexual
because
thing
she
was
said
very
she doesn't want men in women's spaces.
right. I know that, but
And-
her tweet today said,
Yeah.
Based on my X feed, a lot of progressives think the only mistake they've made recently is failing to call opponents Nazis often enough.
Yep.
So I'm guessing she might as well put on a MAGA hat at this point.
Well, she's been called all kinds of names because she doesn't want people with penises in women's restrooms. It's as simple as that. If
So-
you have a cock, you do not go in this restroom.
Yeah, I think she's against the whole inter-sport thing too.
Oh, I know,
Yeah.
but it's just, but I also knew that when it started, she was a leftist that
Do you remember
broke
who General Hammond is?
It's
on
not
that
Steve
issue.
Carell.
No. It's the guy from
is it?
Stargate.
Oh my
The
gosh.
general?
Oh,
General Hammond of Texas as the new Space Force commander.
huh. Kind of
Yeah,
looked like
if-
what's his face?
If you had
Shipless.
told me like 10 years ago that the lady that wrote Harry Potter would be that my mom would love her because my mom was very against Harry Potter when I was a kid.
So,
Now she would have thought that you were crazy that she
But-
likes Harry.
like I said,
J.K. Rowling, though.
she's becoming more concerned
What did
because
you
the fact that
just
where
say?
she lives,
Yeah.
she can be arrested for hate speech.
Oh yeah, she can be now in England.
So
yeah.
she's like,
no, she can't.
well, no,
but
she's got FU money.
Right, someone saying the same thing that doesn't have J.K. Rowling's money
Yeah.
would. She's more powerful than the government at this point.
Yeah.
Venkman, what did you just say about
which one?
Space Force?
no, I said Trump is reportedly set to nominate General Hammond of Texas.
You know what that's from, right?
Yeah, Stargate SG-1.
Okay.
Yes. And then
That was his
they're going to
soldier.
have O'Neill. be on
See,
the-
I didn't know what that meant because
I don't know. Isn't that the one that had MacGyver in it?
Yes.
Okay.
He
That's
was
the only one I know from.
So
the
which
show.
one of you guys are the Doctor Who fan?
Oh, that's me.
Not
Certain
me.
years.
You
Certain
know?
years.
Tennant through Smith.
Some
Actually, no, Capaldi.
about half of Tennant, all of Smith, and then all of Capaldi.
The Sonic. Hey,
Oh, wait, are we
Stop.
talking about Doctor Who or Traffic?
the Sonic sunglasses is better than all the other Sonic screwdrivers.
Sonic sunglasses are fun.
They're
Yeah.
okay.
Like I
It
have
makes
to
more
explain it,
sense.
like, no, it's fun. It's just
It's
fun.
Yeah, it's
It
fun.
The
was made-
screwdriver is more. The screwdriver is obviously more fun because you get to have a tool that you wave around.
But I
But-
mean, the Sonic gun is great. Captain Hurt, Jack Hurt.
No.
Puts a hole in the wall and it reimagines back. I was like, this is so low tech way they do it. But
No,
because otherwise, other ones they just look like the Sonic screwdrivers. Like it looks like a certain toy that a guy should not be
Yes,
playing
yes.
around with.
Stop it. Stop it right now. You will not make one of my childhood memories.
I don't have
Put
to.
that in a degenerate light, sir.
Go watch back when I'm in a box. They rank the Sonic screwdrivers and tell me which ones did not look like Phallic.
Oh my god. Lightsabers look the same way. Are we going to say that about lightsabers now?
I'm sure they have them like that anyway.
Mariah, you're half correct. You are half correct.
He's not
K9,
correct. She said he's the only
That's
doctor.
right.
and that-
Only half of the lightsabers look phallic.
no, the best companion is K9. That is the half that is correct.
No, it's not.
K9 is amazing.
I hear Evan useless.
I
love that
have a
clip.
clip. I have
I
a
know.
clip that I play on the chat. You've seen it? Big
I don't think I have.
You
I don't think I
press
have.
it, and it's an outtake. And how long, K9? Insufficient data, master.
You're fucking useless all the time.
You never know the fucking answer when it matters. It's great.
I didn't realize that it was actually a blooper. I thought it was actually someone just made it himself.
No, it's a blooper.
It's so great though.
Wait, so is KY a robot or something?
Yeah,
Yeah, he's a
KY
little
is a
robot, a little robot dog. He
Okay,
reminds me of like I
okay.
remember when I was a kid, they had like those little robotic dog figures, and it was like not Tamagotchis, but it was kind of like this little robot thing, and it would do little tricks. That's what K9 reminds me of.
Okay, I'm trying to remember why can't I remember that thing? I remember Tamagotchis, those other Furby things that some people.
I remember
Right.
the Furbies. Yeah, Furbies
Yeah.
were weird, man.
Yeah, some people thought that they
Nightmare
were haunted because some people claim that they would move around without batteries in them. So I don't know, but that's just some stories I read about those things.
Oh man. So I'm trying to think. I saw like 42 different celebrities from praising Kamala. Was there actually any for Trump?
Zachary Levi,
Yeah, other than him, it's okay.
Gina Carano,
I know John Schneider.
T-Pain. If you listen to rap, T-Pain came out wearing a MAGA cap and did a Trump impersonation.
T-Pain.
Yeah, he's a rapper. He's like a big, huge
It's
rapper.
like son of Tupac. T-Pain.
Oh,
Okay. So you had those three.
Amber something too, like a few months
Amber
ago.
Heard.
No,
Could
the
not
bald
be.
chick, Amber.
Oh, Amber.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, right?
Black China.
No, not Black China. Oh, I can't remember her name. Tom Brady. He's kind of a celebrity.
Also,
Kind
the
of a
two
big
Schneiders. Is it the guy from you can do it and Home Alone
Oh,
2?
Rob Schneider. Yeah.
Yeah,
Rob
Schneider.
Rob Schneider is a big conservative.
Yeah, Rob Schneider and John Schneider from Smallville.
Who's from Smallville? How dare you? Dukes
Also,
a Hazard.
I was about to say Dukes.
Screw Hazard, man. Dude, Smallville.
I knew John Schneider from Smallville too. MK. I didn't know him from Dukes of Hazzard.
No, I
My
knew he
parents
was in
did let me
TEXAN.
watch him.
My parents mentioned it, and I watched some.
I saw John Schneider just a few months ago for MegaCon. It's
Really?
great shape. Yeah, he was with the cast of Smallville. They had a panel, and yeah,
Oh, nice.
great. They all were talking, and they're all
cool.
friends. They're still all friends, and that's
Yeah, I watched the
They're
Michael
still all
Rosen
what?
show. Talkville.
And
And
friends.
friends.
I don't know.
Joe Rogan also. That was kind of a big one. Joe Rogan endorsed.
Patricia Heaton, if you guys know who she is.
Patricia Heaton did. Yeah, you're right. From the middle, and everybody loves
Everybody
Remy.
loves Raymond. Yeah.
And she was in Frasier.
She was a
Well,
Fraser?
I'm not. Don't spoil. I'm still catching up on the new
Oh,
season.
you
I
talk
only
about the
found out
sequel.
she's in like
So-
the second episode of season
Okay.
2.
Biggest
Okay.
Small role.
So and I don't know if this is true, but somebody said that Sydney Sweeney. said she-
Oh, I
That's
keep
not
seeing those.
true.
That
There's
can't
no
be true.
way.
That
Like,
can't be.
Because
I've
remember they tried
seen
to
those
label, the
though.
left tried to label her as a manga because they were wearing
Yeah.
hats. But
Sydney
actually,
Sweeney,
they said they were
she
red
wants you to
hats.
vote for
They're
Trump.
like, oh, it's manga adjacent. Like, no, it's not. A red
Well,
hat.
her parents are huge Trump supporters and donors.
Oh, are they really?
Yeah, so I absolutely believe she voted for Trump.
Mel Gibson endorsed Trump. Buzz Aldrin, second guy on the freaking moon, voted for Trump.
Yo, Zach, I remember that girl's name.
Buzz
Now.
Lightyear, too,
Amber
though.
Rose.
Amber Rose, that's the name.
Amber
Thank you. That was
Rose.
gonna drive me crazy.
The-
John Schneider, Brett Favre.
Brett-
He's kind of a big deal.
Brett Favre. Was he the guy with the some controversy with the
He was
Manhood or
he was a
something?
big
He-
pro
he-
football
He was
quarterback.
the one that all the liberals and all the weirdos basically said that we're going to burn our jersey because they originally tried screwing him out. The Packers said they wanted to get Aaron Rodgers before they lost contract with him because they wanted. So when Favre was hurt, they basically they tried talking Favre into retiring, but then he changed his mind. He didn't want to. They wouldn't let him play, so he went to go play for Minnesota because he had a friend that worked over there.
Insane.
So then they're like, "Oh my gosh, he's a traitor!" So they started burning their Favre jerseys. I'm like, "Yes, burn yours. Make mine more valuable."
Yeah. I
Also,
mean, was he the guy? I guess with it was controversy football.
But
Yeah,
Yeah,
he sent pictures of little Brett to this woman named Jen.
Yeah, I
Stewart.
was gonna say, was that him? I know it was someone else.
And he also
that was him.
his sister got busted for having a meth lab.
Oh, jeez.
To be
And
fair, Rosie
I don't
Donald's
know.
daughter did too, and Neglect also.
well,
Kelsey Grammer. Speaking of Frasier, Kelsey Grammer endorsed Trump.
well, half the Cheers cast were conservatives. You had John
Ted Danson
Ratzenberger.
probably.
John Ratzenberger, yeah, Jim Caviezel, the guy who
Ted
played
Danson,
Jesus.
absolutely not.
I know, right?
Danica Patrick, hottest endorsement.
Oh yeah. She's.
I'd still say Sydney. Well, yes, Sydney didn't.
If Sydney Sweeney did come out, then yes, of course, she would win. But as it stands, Dennis Quaid, I forgot about Dennis Quaid, and Randy Quaid, who's not as he's not as endearing to look at.
No, but
But he's right, though.
proven to be a lot less crazy than we thought.
Absolutely. Jason Aldean, he endorsed.
Isn't there like one? There's one of the bald ones. I'm pretty sure they pretty much.
Well,
Steven,
but he went on unhinged anti-Trump rant
Yeah.
when he relapsed. But then I think he's back. He got back on track after that. But
Yeah.
Oh,
Kid Rock,
interesting.
Roseanne Barr, of course, Russell Brand, Kevin
Yeah, he was
Sorbo.
a huge liberal. I was actually surprised he got it.
Who?
Yeah,
Russell Brand?
Yeah, I think so. Then
Dude,
he-
Russell Brand did like a crazy 180, man.
Yeah.
It's,
Yeah, he
It's
used to
just
be
funny
with Katy
'cause
Perry.
the
She's
reason
like,
are.
the reason I ask is all I've kept hearing about is that them ones are supporting Kamala, all the
Well,
weirdos.
because all the ones that you will hear about the most of prominent Hollywood is going to be. She had the frickin' Avengers cast do a.
I saw
little
that.
big
That
ball
was not all of them. Look, Paul Rudd and Chris Pratt and Benedict Cumberbatch stayed away from that. So those three are safe.
oh yeah. Oh, isn't Chris Pratt like more conservative?
He's
Yes.
more conservative. Absolutely.
But he doesn't.
He doesn't talk
I
about
can
it,
blame
though.
him. I don't talk politics
Yeah.
usually. Like
Yeah.
I avoid it in most conversations. Like I go to
Yeah.
work.
Yeah,
You know how
funny
many
'cause-
liberal people that I work with? I don't talk
Yeah.
about politics.
yeah, some people
Yeah.
you can, some people you can't. You know, I think
Right.
he's married to a Schwarzenegger. If I'm not
He
mistaken.
is. He's
Like
married
one
to
of the- yeah.
Arnold's daughter.
Arnold
And
Schwarzenegger.
Arnold endorsed and voted for Kamala. So
Yeah,
I
you know,
mean,
there's some disagreements. in that
Richard
stuff.
Gere coming out and saying, "I'm for
Richard Gere.
Kamala." I'm like, "We know you are, bro."
wasn't he the one on a
Offer
boat recently with like a bunch of invaders to Italy?
Did anybody
Immigrants,
read
invaders.
Nemesis?
not
No,
yet.
not yet.
Oh my
Not yet.
gosh, you're gonna love the ending when they said like, I don't want to spoil because it's such a fantastic ending.
They don't
Uh,
spoil. Hey, there's Dean Kane. There's one for you, RD.
Oh, yeah.
Dean
Oh, you
Cain.
see that artist tonight that Gabe Atiab had Dean Kane and God, it's somebody else on tonight that apparently you get some pretty big names.
Huh.
I can't remember who the other one was because the other night he had Dean Kane and Jericho Green.
Interesting.
Tonight, I think it was another actor. Yeah, let me see. I think I'm sub to him. So
Lil Wayne.
Jericho Green. Did he say hi, guys?
Oh yeah,
50
Lil Wayne.
Cent.
Yeah, 50 Cent too. I remember him.
50 Cent put Trump's face on his album cover after the assassination attempt. That's actually
Oh really? That's awesome.
Hulk Hogan. The last one here I see is Hulk Hogan.
Oh yeah, for wrestlers, Undertaker,
Yeah.
right? And,
I remember what was it during the convention? He was like, "Make Trumpomania great again."
yeah, the other guy
great.
too.
And then Madison Square Garden, he comes out with a flag. And he's just doing that and just waving. So
I think Kane was also with the Undertaker in that.
Yeah. They both here. We both were.
Yeah.
Those are in response to Batista's coming out and saying.
I think what's his face? Another guy. What is it? I'm doing. He has the long hair who had brain damage.
That is right. Welcome to hour 4.
Long hair and brain
Nick
damage.
Foley, I think.
Matthew Marsden was a guy that basically got blackballed for his politics.
Oh, okay.
I don't know why my mind went straight to Matthew Modine for a second. I was like, that's the wrong.
But it's
My
guy.
mind
weird
went to
seeing-
James Marsden, who played Cyclops in the old X-Men movies. That's where my brain went.
Is he? And again, I'd ask you a serious question for those who watch the Sonic one. Is he in the Sonic 2 movie?
He's in both movies.
Okay, because I hate that when they bring a character and like, well, he's gone now.
No, his character is actually it's well done. He plays like a adopted father figure to Sonic, kind of, sorta. So
It
some of
worried
the
me.
jokes, like in 2, he has some jokes that go on a little too long.
I
But
know,
for the most
but-
part, he's a good character.
So I was worried because I watched a couple of the Knuckles horrible series that was on.
It's not that bad. It's not that bad.
That first episode, he was not in it whatsoever, and they're at some girls like they're living with some woman there. So it made me think that like they wrote him out of the whole entire movie thing.
Oh yeah. Zach, did you watch the second season of Rings of Power? My dad was telling me about it. He said they focused on.
Rings of Power.
I hadn't even seen
So,
the first season.
You know,
Oh,
Rings of
okay.
Power, right?
Well, apparently, they focus on Tom Bubblegoo or whatever. his
Oh,
name is.
Bombadil. Oh yeah, I heard about that.
No, that's not. See, that's not fair because Tom Bombadil is still underserved because he doesn't sing.
Oh,
He
half
doesn't.
of the
That's
show.
what I've heard. He doesn't even smile in any of the
Yeah.
pictures I've seen.
He,
There's a lot of
he
singing in the
smiles
book.
occasionally, but
He's a very jolly fellow in the book.
As soon as you go ahead and you made, because you don't care about spoilers, right? Nobody here cares about spoilers.
No,
Great.
because it's not based off the
It's
book.
fucking.
So-
It's Gandalf. The
Yeah.
Stranger's Gandalf. Everybody
Yeah,
knew it was
Gandalf.
going to
Yep.
be that, but
Yep.
it's just a stupid decision for them to make. And my
Isn't
liberal writer friend Landry.
Andrew.
isn't Tom Bombadil?
like
Doesn't he give
meditative.
Gandalf the whole? Not everyone who lives deserves to die. Some who die deserve life. Like there's a quote he does in the first Lord of the Rings movie, and in Rings of Power, somebody gives him basically that same line, almost
Oh,
verbatim.
Maybe I
think that
listen,
was it. I think that was
listen,
Tom Bombadil.
the second season is. It's
Better
more.
than the first?
It's better put together in.
I've heard that.
Relationships in the
I've
first
heard
season.
that.
Because
Yeah.
the first season ended horribly. At the end, you just felt like, oh my gosh, this
Yeah.
is really bad. But as my friend Landry says, I don't have any other
You're what?
shows going on right now. So this
You're
is
what?
I've got
My-
Frasier.
And friend Landry.
Thank you.
I've got
You guys
Frasier.
don't
I've
get
got
that.
Penguin, and I've got Vox Machina. Those are the three.
Vox
shows.
Machina is so good. I just started.
love
I got
Vox-
through the first
Dude,
season.
you just started it? It's so
Yeah, I
freaking.
just got through the first season. And I'm like,
It's-
holy crap, this is really good.
I've
I
never seen
started
Vox
watching it because it's kind of like there are certain scenes it'll have like the gore or the shock value gore of Invincible and some stuff, and then it's also got some of like the raunchy humor. But it's a lot of fun. I
Wait, it's
really
got
love it.
violence in it?
Oh yeah,
Oh, a lot of
it's set in a Dungeons and Dragons world.
MK's, I don't care about sex, nudity. I want gore.
There's violence.
Yeah.
Okay,
There's violence.
Venkman got a question. The
Yeah.
first season of Reacher, Stan,
Sure.
was in 5 episodes. Do you remember who that was on the show?
Reacher, Stan.
Stan.
South Park?
I'm trying to remember the first season. Are you talking about
There's
the
one
guy?
with the chick from Smallville. Her husband got involved with the wrong people.
Okay, that guy, the accountant.
But I'm trying
Oh.
to.
Yeah, that guy.
But because that's Matthew Marsden. He was in 5 episodes of the first season of Reacher.
Okay. Yeah, when I think of Reacher, the first thing that pops in my mind is the guy from iZombie.
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy.
I just think of Reach. You say Reacher, and I think of Reacher.
Alan
The
Richardson.
name of the guy. The name of the guy, Reacher. That's who I think of.
Yeah, didn't that guy kind of like flip flop with like politically or something? I don't know. Something.
Yeah, he did. It's hard for me to get a read on him because his political views are very left, but then his Christian views are very like, oh, I agree with this. But he goes back and forth. It's so confusing. I'm like, dude, just,
like I said,
just shoot people. I mean, it's easier when you shoot people, or whatever. What was the other one? The World War II movie he was in. Just stab people. Just stab Nazis.
You're talking about the
Alan Richardson.
Yeah, extraordinary. No, what was it?
Ungentlemanly Warfare. The Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare. That's it.
Dude, I picked that up.
That was a good movie. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, and Zach, I agree with you to a point, but he has gone so off the rails left.
Yeah.
That to me it cancels out any of his Christian beliefs. He's a jackass.
I haven't seen anything. I don't know if I stopped following him on Instagram. I don't remember. But I used to see his stuff pop up regularly, and now I don't see it
he
at all.
stopped posting Instagram because
maybe his agent was like, "Listen, you need to stop."
Well, the other thing is that people were actually disagreeing with him in the chat and calling him,
Oh, were they?
It's like, oh, you ran here from Twitter. Oh, poor baby.
Yeah. Well, probably. If I was his agent, I'd be like, "Look, we're trying to get you."
If I was,
shut up.
If I was Alyssa Milano's agent, I'd be like, just stay on social media for
If
about
I was
5 years.
Alyssa Milano's agent, I would drop her.
I'd be like, no, I'd be like, dude, just lay off the posts on Twitter and Instagram for about a year or so. People might start to like you again.
People forget.
You know who you never hear anything about? Like he just keeps everything to himself. Keanu Reeves. He's supposed to be a really nice guy, but you don't know what he believes pretty much.
He's a very nice guy.
That man.
Generally, at this point, if you don't know their politics, you know their politics.
Yeah.
Because I said the left is always the left wears theirs on their sleeves. The right just kind of has to keep it to themselves. It's sort of like a don't ask, don't tell.
I still love the meme about Taylor Swift. She writes, if your love life is like Taylor Swift, you must be the problem.
I would bet Glenn Powell leans right because he doesn't talk about his politics, and he did a movie with Sydney Sweeney, so maybe they do. I don't know.
And I know that she was in a bikini in a lot of those scenes. So
yes,
salute to Glenn.
Good job, sir. Well played.
And Sydney Sweeney isn't because she made that Rolling Stones video where she was basically, she was in the car, and those videos were commonplace 35 years ago.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But now they were so offensive, and the left, just got so bent out of shape about it.
So they hate the fact that
they hate those commercials where she's like the body wash genie.
The old liberal crones hate the fact when there's ever a girl who gains more attention than they do because they think that all attention should be on them, and they're being outshined by a girl who has.
They hate it. They hate it when a squirrel has more followers than them on social media.
They hate it when an attractive woman decides to show her skin. They have no problem when it's. Remember when Lizzo wore the thong to the Lakers game, and they were saying how stunning and brave, because they know it's not real. These people are just so ridiculous that it's so easy to see through it. But they don't like her. And
MK, I got a question. This is just for you, since you like to ask these questions. Like, what do you like better?
Yeah, sure.
Elizabeth Warren in a thong or Liz in a thong?
What the heck?
I heard you say Lizzo. Who was the other choice?
Elizabeth Warren.
Elizabeth
How about-
Warren.
Didn't
What about-
Lizzo do like? Didn't
I mean,
Lizzo go
yeah, I
through
guess like a
something to
warm
try
by
to slim
default
down
on that
though?
one. You know?
What,
No.
what
no.
about Elizabeth Warren?
Hey, look, Lizzo's dropping weight. It could be we were back
Oh,
here in a
Ozempic.
few months, and she might look good in a thong in 3 or 4 months. She's
Oh,
been losing weight, so
She'll
What
be
are
as
you
skinny as
talking
Yeah.
about? What?
No,
Lizzo's
Lizzo,
been
yeah.
losing weight.
she's on Ozempic.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
There's
I
no-
was saying,
She's on
well,
Ozempic,
if,
dude. That's
if it-
helping. Yeah.
I mean, yeah,
Zach,
but honestly, if
no.
she's doing something to better herself, you know,
Yeah.
good for her. I'll say that any day.
I
of the
was
week.
gonna say if she stays on a Ozempic, she's gonna look like Elizabeth Warren.
Yeah, Zach, I got a question for you. Like Michelle Pfeiffer or Dolly Parton? You know, like current how they look currently. You know, just out
Why?
of curiosity.
Why
No,
do
just
you
out of
hate
curiosity. Like as far as you know,
Why?
you can say which one's attractive, nothing dirty.
me? Either.
Look,
I mean,
give
Anne
Okay,
Hathaway
maybe
or
in the
Sydney
private.
Sweeney, bro.
How about
give
both
old
in that
Dolly
prime?
why
credit.
do you hate me? Stop giving me these paradox impossible
I'm sorry.
choices.
All right.
I'm sorry. When you're going ahead and saying that, Anne Hathaway.
Okay. All right. Anne Hathaway.
Oh,
Sang in
over
an-
Sydney Sweeney though?
Look
Anne
at the
Hathaway sang an
faces.
endorsement to Kamala on a New York stage. Sydney Sweeney is letting her boobies hang out doing body wash genie commercials. That's an easy choice.
That is, you know what? I gotta side with my comic paw. He is right there.
Oh,
That is
yeah.
an easy choice.
All right, yeah, Zach, I got a better one for you. Sydney Sweeney or Scarlett Johansson?
Oh, Sydney Sweeney.
All right, I'm just curious. There's
That's
so many
not,
people
that's,
like
that is
I thought
easy.
there's so many people that love Scarlett Johansson.
I'm
Is
One of
this our
these-
next tier list? We're gonna see how
even before
bracket fights
she
and
got
stuff.
married, I never thought, like, I don't know, Scarlett Johansson
You don't
just
think
wasn't a
Scarlett
big thing.
Johansson is attractive? What's
I didn't
wrong
say
with
she
you?
wasn't
That's a good idea,
attractive.
but-
She
Wait,
just
Wait.
wasn't-
I'm sorry. I just need to clarify this. You don't think Michelle Pfeiffer or
Yes.
Scarlett Johansson are particularly attractive?
Scarlett is
What's wrong
more
with
so.
you?
Scarlett is more attractive than Michelle Pfeiffer by far, but she's just not like on the top 5 or top 10.
Insane.
She's like maybe
What is it the kids
20.
go ahead and say now? Base card or whatever? Just look at her face. It's great. What are you talking? Just proportionately. It's
if you say so.
yeah.
Now, in Zach's defense, that San Diego State.
So the
volleyball
reason
player's
that
in his top
the
five.
reason Zach's saying this because he doesn't want his girlfriend to know that he particularly likes Michelle Pfeiffer. She probably hates her.
It's not a secret at all.
Michelle
I don't
Pfeiffer
like Michelle
is in-
Pfeiffer.
You're insane. You are insane for how can
Now,
you,
if he's saying current Michelle Pfeiffer, I can understand. You know, it's
No.
she's
can't.
older looking.
Returns.
Wait, no,
Michelle
for the
Pfeiffer.
WrestleMania, she was still
Return-
looking fine.
Okay, what
Like,
about?
like, first of all, can we address that Pixel likes women that are way older than him? He's got a mommy
I
complex.
don't
here
know
going.
about women that are way older than
Tom
me, but I
Taylor
do
over
like
I don't mind.
I do like
Here's
Katie
to
Sackhoff.
you, Mrs.
Katie Sackhoff,
Robinson.
Katie Sackhoff is attractive.
What about Anne Hathaway
What?
or Zoe Kravitz? You know,
Not Zoe Kravitz.
Katie
Yes,
Sackhoff's a
and
linebacker.
Katie
compared to-
Sackhoff was attractive.
Kate,
I don't
okay.
know what to
Katie
tell you.
Sackhoff-
Watch Battlestar Galactica, man. I mean,
yes.
You nerds
So,
obsessing over Katie Sackhoff is one of the most inexplicable phenomenon I've ever encountered.
okay, for Katie Sackhoff, look at look at her face. You look at other than her face. She's
I mean,
wow, like you know.
you know, in defense, when you watched that last, what was that, that Riddick movie, he
She-
couldn't see as well,
So
and he hit it anyway.
Katie Sackhoff had to go. She was going on interviews and saying after she did her performance as Bo-Katan, she had to get used to people asking her to sit on them, which or sit on them.
I remember that. I
Look,
remember
I'm
that.
not saying that she's not attractive, but in some nerd circles, she's worshipped as a goddess. And
Because of Battlestar Galactica.
well, I know
It's
that, but
probably
yeah,
that.
probably.
you know what's the best she ever looked was when
Battlestar
she was
Galactica.
wearing a sheriff's uniform on Longmire.
Yeah.
Huh.
That worked.
Oh, I
So-
never saw
so
that.
Eric-
I'm
Eric wants
not
to be
Googling
arrested.
that right now.
I'm sorry. Did you say that Zoe Kravitz isn't attractive, Zach?
I agree.
Not compared to Anne Hathaway.
Well,
I don't know, she was kinda
they're
hot. That was weird.
different.
I don't
They're,
know.
they're different, but
They're-
Zoe
they're-
Kravitz
Hang on.
she's
Zoe
still
Kravitz.
attractive. I know that she
in the X-Men movie was really, really hot. Something's happened with her. She looks more like a dude now.
Yeah, her face.
I-
This recent photo I'm looking at is not a great photo.
All
wait,
I
she
care
was in
about
that-
is
She's got like
turning to Batman, so I
cheekbones
don't know.
protruding. Her cheeks are like sunken in.
I know she recently
She
broke
was
up
more
with,
attractive in
Gambit.
that X-Men movie. When she was in the X-Men movie, she
Well,
was more
okay,
attractive.
hair is her friend.
Yeah.
I
Given
think
her
that might be
facial
it.
structure.
I think it's lack. Though at the same time, again, in the Batman, she has a short haircut. She's fine.
But she looked really good with that one wig though, with the Anne Winter type of looking hair. I thought she looked hot in that wig too. Like I thought that was a real hair at first. Before
I agree with Breen. Hair is that girl's friend. The more she has, the better she looks.
Well, I mean, the photo you're also looking at has it all pulled back.
All
When
pulled
she-
back, yeah.
when she
And I
has
would
this
say the
Leah
same
Kyle
about-
haircut. It's not all.
I'd say the same about your girl Anne too.
Yeah,
When
that's
she's
fair.
got the pixie cut, that doesn't
That-
really shit.
That's very fair. 100% fair.
That is.
I actually prefer Anne Hathaway with the longer hair. And
Yeah.
Short
Yeah.
hair, she looks like a boy.
Yeah.
I feel like only a few women could pull that off. Like what's her face? That old actress Audrey Hepburn, I think.
Pepper.
Audrey Hepburn, yeah.
Yeah, she looked
could-
cute in my
she could
opinion
do
with
it.
that haircut. But a
She
lot
could
of other
make it
women.
work.
Yeah.
Cameron Diaz could do like a shorter, not that short, but she could do a short haircut.
I am
Somehow
not
married
on. That is my Michelle Pfeiffer. I've never
Cameron
understood
Diaz?
Cameron Diaz. No. Never
I
understood
prefer
it.
Cameron Diaz. I watched a lot of Charlie's Angels.
So okay,
When I was a kid.
here's it. Cameron Diaz in The Mask.
Oh
I
yeah,
mean,
she's
yeah,
hot.
I get it,
I
but
think
all I
Cameron
can think
Diaz
about
is
is
on
her
the Green
face the
Hornet.
rest of the time.
She was
No,
supposed to be
that-
Sonya
that
Blade in Mortal
dress
Kombat.
in
Broken
the
her.
mask.
Yeah.
That's where she peaked for me.
Bad teacher.
That teacher.
Yeah,
Green
she.
Hornet.
You know, but as far as like performances,
Shrek.
you know what that Tom Cruise movie,
Oh yeah,
Um,
Night and Day.
Night and Day. That I love that movie.
That was a pretty good movie. I enjoyed it. It's no Mission Impossible, but it was a good movie.
Well, it didn't aspire to be.
Yeah,
How about
Oh,
that
the
It
Mission
girl?
was like a
Impossibles
fun.
are
It
nice.
was like a fun romp.
my
No,
favorite Tom Cruise
Oh,
movie.
yeah.
No, I grew
So-
up having. I used to have a crush on Anne Hesh back in the day.
You know, another one that I've
she
never
died, didn't she?
understood,
I think.
Yeah,
even
Yeah.
in her time,
Yeah,
in,
she was cute.
even in her time in the show, Jennifer Aniston is never like. There's just nothing. Anytime I
No,
look at her,
dude, I totally agree with you, man. Like,
Yeah,
she's
bland.
pretty, she's not ugly. I just didn't have sort of
She's
height. I thought
vanilla.
Courtney Cox is pretty, honestly.
Yeah,
That's-
Vegman. There was this.
Yes.
I can't remember the name of the soap, but Anne Heche. That's where she got her start.
yeah.
And she played twins, and one of them was a skanky hoe. So you got to see a lot of Anne Heche. But do you remember when she was with Ellen before Portia was with Ellen?
Yeah, and before
And
that,
then she married a dude. But I remember Saturday Night Live called her lesbian of convenience Anne Heche.
Yeah.
Which I can't believe they did, but that
So-
was
Yeah, I remember Portia on that Boston show. I was like, wow, she's
Alan
great.
McBeal.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
Anne Heche, Anne Heche, that was from Volcano, though. That's where I first saw her. I think she was in something else too. Am I thinking of Blown Away with Jeff Bridges? Was she in that? Or is that someone else?
Wasn't she in the
can't
movie
remember.
with Harrison Ford, 30 Days and 40 Nights or whatever? it was
I
called?
think she did make a movie with him. Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
remember what.
Yeah, I just can't remember the name.
No,
Something-
yeah, 7 days and something like that.
7 days, 6
yeah,
days, and
something
7 nights.
Like
Yeah.
a trapped on an island or something. I don't know. Yeah,
One of Harrison Ford's worst movies, apparently.
yeah, it's like forgotten. I don't talk about.
Well, that's only because Captain America: Brave New World hasn't come out yet.
Although Air Force
you
One
know,
is up there.
everything that I see about that movie doesn't look bad to me.
It doesn't look. I don't know. I don't think it looks great.
Okay,
Oh,
at
like,
the
Captain
very
America.
least, it's fun.
Okay.
But I also didn't hate Quantumania. Everyone hated Quantumania.
I
don't-
wanted to like Quantum. I really tried to like Quantumania. I can't.
So-
The first two Ant-Man movies are better than.
I
Quantumania.
feel like if you didn't have MODOK in there, people would still complain, even though MODOK is the main
I love
complaint.
MODOK.
I know.
I like the way that they brought back what's his name, who was Yellow Jacket, and turned. I like the methodology of making him MODOK. The way he looked, though, still
So my
Doesn't
question
stay right.
is, with this new
I love
Fantastic
Bill
Four
Murray
movie,
too. Bill Murray's little role I
So,
thought was also
this
really
new
great.
Fantastic Four movie, will we be introduced to the Mole Man?
I
don't think so.
Man.
Because they've said they're gonna introduce Galactus like in the first movie, which is a dumb thing to do,
So
Marvel.
what I think what
But-
they're going to
I
do.
don't think he's going to
Smart.
be a cloud. So
To
yeah.
be smart, it would be Mole Man if they were smart.
Marnie is bringing up. She
going-
says she's not as much as I like RDJ for Iron Man. I prefer Paul Rudd. Looks at why he says
Well,
you know,
Paul Rudd is
Paul-
immortal.
He doesn't
like-
age.
Paul Rudd
Watch
sacrifices.
either Ghostbusters. He looks the same.
He
Yeah.
sacrifices virgins. That's why he keeps his.
Okay, here's how if you want to make a Fantastic Four movie a hit, you use the Mole Man as the villain, because then you can just repurpose all the minions from whatever movie they're in as the Mole Lord or whatever. They get the kids' audience.
And then you could get Steve Carell to voice him. He just has to be live action Gru.
No, there's only one. There's only one acceptable voice for the Mole Man.
I, the
Oh.
Mole Man. That's right. Thank you.
I was gonna say Danny
Oh,
DeVito, but that would be too perfect casting. They would never do that. It's too perfect.
That's right. That's why they'll never cast me.
That's why they'll
Okay.
never cast you
Well,
as
you're
well.
too tall.
Yeah,
Oh.
there's also that.
All right, so
Yeah,
What
does
do you
that-
mean he's got legs? What are you talking about?
That's right. Wait, no, that's Palpatine. Palpatine doesn't have legs.
Oh, I thought you were be based him off of you.
No.
okay, so you guys seen
His
True
name
Lies,
isn't.
right?
His name isn't.
Pixel.
No.
I'm a method actor. That's why he has no legs.
I
Oh.
have not seen.
No,
True
not
Lies.
the show. I mean the movie.
I have not seen that either.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
True Lies?
Wait.
Oh, wow, okay.
You've never seen True Lies?
Mm.
Oh, I was going to ask you who was hotter between Tia Carrera in that movie or Jamie
Tia
Lee
Carrera.
Curtis in that movie.
In that movie,
Carrera.
I think both
in
of them.
that
Hold on.
movie, Jamie Lee Curtis.
Oh.
In every other walk of life, with the possible exception of
never-
2 seconds of trading places, Tia Carrera.
No.
Well, I'm looking at their
So they both
current
were
day
in that movie,
pictures. I have to say Eliza Dushku, just because it's
Is
Eliza
it
Dushku.
Oh yeah, lots of dudes. Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh,
definitely
holy
check it out,
crap,
man. I
Breen.
think you'll
Yes,
like it.
you are right.
What?
What you just said.
Jamie Lee Curtis.
What'd you
because
look
he
up?
does-
Jamie Lee Curtis?
I just saw. I've never seen this movie, but
Oh,
Jamie Lee
that's
Curtis.
that's one of the greatest movies of all time. Not for that; it's just funny as hell. But she has. There's a when Jamie Lee Curtis is trying to seduce the man in the hotel room, it turns out to be Arnold, her husband.
Mhm.
She looks damn good.
I'm gonna say Tia Carrera though. Just looking at the pictures of between, yeah, I'm gonna say Tia
I mean,
Carrera in a
You can't go wrong with
landslide.
either one in that movie. You know?
Oh, Taria.
It's the hair.
She's looking good too.
It's the hair for me. The hair, the
That's
eye.
Well, okay, I'm gonna put it this way: if Tia Carrera had been wearing that dress that Jamie Lee Curtis and then what she stripped out of to have left,
Oh
I
look,
would have
I'm
voted for
dead.
Tia Carrera.
I'm dead if that happened, man. I'm
Swing.
just.
Well, there's an episode of Married with Children where she plays this bitchy model that tries
Yeah.
to screw Kelly out of a
Yeah, I remember that.
Violante.
Yep.
Now, if you want to see, that Tia Carrera would do serious damage to you, Zach.
I would welcome it.
She was in a movie where she seduced some high school kid. I think I just can't remember the name of it.
Oh, did anybody watch Relic Hunter? Anybody remember that show?
Yeah, I remember, yeah.
Mm-mm.
It was
Yeah,
like
if
it was a
she
low
was-
budget
she
version of
played-
Tomb Raider, basically.
Yeah, a combination of Tomb Raider and Indiana Jones.
Oh.
You would like that, Zach, if you like Tia Carrera.
It was on
It was lighthearted. It was
yeah,
made for
WB.
syndication.
Is it on Tubi?
I don't
It
know.
might-
I don't
You know what?
know.
I think it is.
I'm gonna look it up.
And
We go
I'll tell you what, though, the
It was a
blonde
Canadian
secretary
show.
was hot too in her own way.
A blonde second.
Well, she wasn't. She didn't have long blonde hair.
You know
She
what's
was-
also on Tubi though, Breen? The original of Nikita.
3 seasons. Okay.
the original didn't do a whole lot for me. I thought Nikita was just
Well,
more,
yeah, it's
more fun to
it's,
watch.
Maggie Q, yeah.
But
Oh,
yeah,
speaking of,
Yeah.
I heard today where there's a chance if Ballard does well that they might go ahead and do the J. Edgar show.
I hope so.
So do I.
I hope. Well, I think now that they'll have more money.
yeah, Zach, definitely check out True Lies, man. If you ever get a chance to
True. So what do I remember from True Lies? The Tom Arnold annoying the heck out of me.
Oh yeah, Tom Arnold.
and then the plane when it just gets in the jet.
When he's chasing somebody through the hotel on the horse, that was funny.
Oh, the terrorist. Yeah.
I still have the eraser with the fake CG alligator.
Oh, it is on Tubi.
Oh, what's
Also,
his-
also Amazon Prime and the CW app.
Yeah,
Which
what's
one
his
is
face is in that too. The guy
Relic.
from Aliens,
Relic Hunter.
Terminator,
Oh.
Predator, Bill something. Can't
Bill
remember.
Paxton, the great
Is
one.
it Bill Paxton? Yeah.
Bill Paxton
Pa-
was in True Lies. He was on the
Bill
cast
Paxton
list
was never in
on-
Predator.
He was in Predator.
Yeah, Predator 2.
2?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No one. I don't count that. Doesn't exist. Only Predator.
Predator 2 was interesting. It wasn't
If it's
Predator in the Jungle, but I
if it's-
thought it was interesting.
Arnold made the movie. You get rid of Arnold, it's just Donnie Glover, and no one cares.
Okay, that's also not the only
Gary
Predator
Busey was
movie.
in it.
Predators was also good. The one
Concrete
with
Jungle. No, sorry, I don't. Yeah,
now you're just being a hater.
no, I'm being a purist. We don't want the other crap.
I enjoy most of the Predator
You're
movies.
looking at their pics, are you all laughing? Let me look at that.
I was watching the clip that came up earlier that Breen mentioned with Obama pretty much grilling Trump.
In less than 24 hours, Donald Trump has already ended the Israel-Hamas war, got Putin to discuss peace negotiations, made liberal women go on a sex strike, got Kamala to finally give a coherent speech. Bitcoin hits an all-time high and stock market is soaring.
Really,
That's great.
stocks are up again. That's good.
Apparently, yeah, the stocks went up today.
Yeah.
So
Well, they go up. They go up after pretty much.
yeah,
everything.
if
I
Kamala
promise
had
you,
won,
if
they would
if
not.
Kamala had won,
They
they would have
would-
lost 1,500.
They would be dropping like
So,
weight.
Venkman, did you know that Charlie Hunnam was Leo Patterson criminal?
I'd never watched Criminal.
No, it hadn't. It comes out next year. It's the Ed
Oh, yeah.
Brubaker books.
Yeah, the new
gonna be
criminal
a series.
series. Yeah, Sean
okay.
Phillips
Okay.
watched a few episodes and he says it looks good so far.
Yeah,
Okay,
Amelia
talking about
Clark
that,
is in it.
I was confused. I'm like, you know what, Criminal Minds?
Amelia Clark is in it.
Michael Mando, who was
I know Criminal Minds.
he was in Better Call Saul. He was
Oh, okay.
he was the good-hearted member of the Solomok, whatever his name was.
Oh, okay.
But he was also an Orphan Black, and he was great in that too.
Salamanca.
So, yeah, but what was his name though?
In which
In Better Call Saul.
I don't remember.
Yeah, I'll look.
which one?
Who?
Have you seen better? Have you seen better?
No,
Better Call Saul
Not
Pixel?
Nacho Varga.
Oh,
Nacho.
Yeah.
Nacho. Yeah. Nacho was good.
Nacho,
yeah,
man.
okay. Oh, yeah. Because I was gonna say, like, tell what Charlie Hutton wasn't in.
No, he was the star of
Yeah.
Sons of Anarchy.
Yeah.
And now he's in that Fire Country show on CBS.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm
Pixel, have
looking
you
forward to
seen-
that. I think that's
Yeah, I
that
heard
has
it. They announced that a
potentially
while back ago.
Have you seen Better Call Saul Pixel?
Yes, I
Okay.
have.
Okay. That's a good one. That's a good show. I
Oh, this
actually
is
I
the
like
guy
it.
Here's
I like
my
it more
question
than
though.
Breaking
Have you
Bad.
seen Breaking Bad though?
I
I
actually
like
prefer
Breaking
Better
Bad
Call
too,
Saul to
but-
Breaking Bad.
I am Team Zach on that one.
I'm gonna tell you this.
So here's the thing:
If-
I started with Better Call Saul, and then
Yeah,
I
exactly.
stopped right before the end and went to Breaking Bad.
You can do that, yeah. You can actually do that.
I really love Better Call Saul, though. I think it is better too.
Do you know what? Do you
My
know why
dad
it's a better
loved
show?
that show.
Why?
Because it was after all the things that made Breaking Bad great. He'd already learned to do. Put those in Better Call Saul.
Yeah,
Better Call Saul was more cerebral, even than Breaking Bad.
but
It was a little. I mean, there was still plenty of action, but I just think Saul. And I think, well, and if nothing else, I think Bob Odenkirk's character is more interesting than Walter White.
Walter White became the villain towards the end.
Well, yeah, that was the whole idea. That was
Story,
that,
and like
that's
I said, like
hence the name.
and he basically just became Bryan Cranston.
But it's, but because I mean, Saul, how you got from Slippin' Jimmy to Saul Goodman.
Yes, the coin trip. Oh,
just,
oh my
it's just
god!
like how you went from
So
a chemistry teacher with cancer to a
The-
drug lord.
Hamilton, how he screwed him over, and they just that whole scene where Hamilton goes bye. and just like what was you had Hector Salamanca, but Lorlalo, was it Lorlalo or
Lalo.
Lalo.
Oh my gosh, that actor! Excited, you saw him and the Kate Bishop, a Hawkeye show.
He was Kate's dad.
Yeah, he was Swordmaster.
Yeah.
I actually never saw either of those shows.
Oh, don't listen to what I said then. Don't forget. No.
But no. But they made him. He was hinted to be Swordmaster, but you never got to see him actually be Swordmaster, which really pissed me off.
Well,
Yeah,
you got him with a sword, and that's
Wait a minute, he was who?
Sword
governor.
Sword governor.
God, can we ever just take a vacation from that joke?
No, we cannot.
No, you racist piece of. Oh, sorry.
I forgot this isn't the Geeky Puppet Show. We're on I Love Comics.
That's all right. We have tropes. We'll travel.
Yeah,
traveling tropes.
So which shows did you guys enjoy more, The Sopranos or Sons of Anarchy?
So, I've only recently started Sopranos, and I've never watched Sons of
I'm
Anarchy.
enjoying the Penguin. That's about as close as I get.
I started Sons of Anarchy right after they killed off his friend Opie, and so Ron Perlman was already gone, and I've watched like a season and a half of Sopranos.
Wait till Boyd Crowder shows up.
Oh, I've seen that. That is one. Walt Goggins is one weird dude.
I know.
Fantastic actor, but one
really
weird
good actor.
My favorite show right now is Tulsa King with Stallone, and the guy who plays Goody is from The Sopranos.
Oh yeah.
And you also got Chicky is Reacher. He was a cop. He's also on The Wire, right? I believe. Like I said, like that guy. He said Dominic, whatever it's like Dominic, whatever, something like what his full name is, but he's like that actor is just awesome. Frank Grillo is in this season. We also have Neil McDonough.
It makes everything better.
Yes,
he really does.
So
Dana Delaney, like I said, like this whole show has just been awesome.
It's always that's the thing about people who play these horrible, heinous villains. They're some of the sweetest people you'll ever meet. It's great.
Are you far enough along in Sopranos? Have you seen Big Pussy yet?
Big Pussy, yes.
Okay, well, apparently the actor was a big fan of General Hospital, the soap opera, because the main character's been a mobster for like 30 years on there. So they got him to do a couple episodes playing the father of the mobsters, two enforcer, like bodyguard types. And he loved it. Yes.
Yeah.
Another Sopranos actor on another show, I think it just ended, called Blue Bloods, about cops in New York.
The other girl that was on Sopranos plays Stallone's sister on the show. I said like that show is just fun. It's on Paramount Plus. You know, you can probably watch. I watch it through other means, but I mean, like it is just a fun show.
The one girl from Sopranos has become pretty much outspoken conservative. Drayden Mateo or whatever her name is.
Yeah.
There is a show that I can highly recommend. It is a little bit of a struggle sometimes because they will approach like subjects that just aren't comfortable. But it's called Evil.
Oh yeah, I actually started watching that a while back.
A really good show.
It's interesting. I don't hate it. Some of it's really like it's good. Like I was watching it during spooky, like Halloween season, because like there were some episodes that were like it is some spooky stuff, and I was like okay, but then some of it is like theologically it's not 100% sound, but
no.
But it's
also also we're not Catholic, so
also true.
But it does ride a fine line, but at least it's not. Honestly, I went through season 1 of Preacher. I was fine. As soon as I got to season 2, I had to stop. It was that won't sit right.
What's the name of that actor? Because I've seen him before.
Dominic
He's in Evil.
Cooper.
Is it no? I don't think it's Dominic Cooper. No, not for Preacher. In Evil, he's like the little lawyery guy with the glasses, and he's like this recurring bad guy.
The
You
guy
know who I mean.
from Lost. Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen him in like several shows.
okay,
Like,
Michael
Emerson.
Michael what?
Michael Emerson.
Emerson. Okay, Michael.
The reason
Emerson.
I know him because that's the name of Michael from the Lost Boys. Is the character actor. The character.
really?
He's like he's got the same name as the character on the Lost Boys.
I think that guy was in Lost, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, he's Jacob.
Maranya's got a question.
All right.
Maranya has a question.
This is for Pixel.
Do they treat Catholics with respect? So yes. So basically, because it has it's about a group that pretty much goes around verifying exorcisms. They're trying to go and study things for the church. Two of the people on the team are pretty much, one is fully an atheist.
Yeah, right.
The other is she was raised Catholic, turned atheist, and she struggles between that. And it's very interesting. So yes, they do treat like most of the priests with respect that are on the show, and they don't try to make a joke out of them. That like they will actually have a Catholic joke from time to time, but it's not. It's hard to say because they go ahead and they act like these demons that are there are fully real, and then other times they just wipe it away. So you don't know exactly where it is.
Yeah.
But it's a good show. It really is.
The last one I saw
season right
had it had the guy who played Lionel Luthor from Smallville.
John
He
Glover.
was like, yeah, he was playing like some Broadway play producer or whatever who was like really unhinged.
I forgot that. That's in the
Yeah.
first season, isn't it?
It's in the what's all I've seen is in the first season.
Here's the thing. The first season was on CBS.
Uh-huh.
They shifted it after to All Access.
Oh,
So
okay.
It is now a TVMA show, which means they do a lot more.
Oh, wow. Okay.
But it's still no, it's not disrespectful to Catholicism. It's simply I mean, I guess you could go ahead and view it in some ways. At times they'll be disrespectful, but at the same time, then they'll firmly plant their feet down. Like, no,
I was gonna say,
gotta understand.
if you don't like Catholic jokes, don't watch Boondock Saints.
I mean,
That's
there's cases of that too.
That's fair. Holy cow. Oh, yeah. And they actually have, this is funny because they have a doctor in the show. I remember in the first season, he was like a psychiatrist. I was like, I've seen this guy before. He's this goofball mortician from Psych. And I was like, what on earth? He's like playing a serious psychiatrist in Evil. Like, what on earth? I thought that was funny.
Love that. I know, you know. Speaking
No,
of
not telling the
people
truth.
that are hardcore liberal,
Actually, speaking of the time, I have to be up in about
It's
5 hours.
so that's
So
Yeah, it's time to pull the plug, I guess.
yeah, I've gotta pull the plug.
No,
I gotta
Eric, I
go.
will never pull the plug on you.
end it, Venkman. End it.
End it.
Oh, they're turning on Eric. They're like, end it.
What? That's where now MK needs to come on and go. Finish him.
Fatality.
Fatality. All right, sad.
Bye, everybody. So long.
All
Farewell.
right,
Arrivederci.
We had this time together.
Priest- Maranya says the priest jokes and mafia jokes are so freaking old to me, but those are my cross of the bear. I mean, are they the same age or older than you?
Oh.
On that note, I'm running away.
Yeah, you should. You
End
probably
it.
should.
End it now.
I'm out.
Bye,
See you
everybody.
Get us out of here.
Later.
End it.